I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code Speakeasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm the large human being standing behind this bar, nicknamed Care Bear Kieran. And I'm telling you guys, we have a show for you today. Drama on drama on drama. The sports world has been crazy. Starting us off, I'm going to bring in the rest of the guys. First and foremost, the creator of this show, the man wearing more gold than I have, in my entire jewelry cabinet. This is the entire jewelry cabinet right here. I'm talking about Emmanuel Acho in the building. How we doing today?
Yo, we have a show.
A show and a half, if you will.
I did not know Speakeasy was going to become like a gossip column, breakdown, TMZ, but it's news. And why people keep taking shots at us, buckle up, turn your volume up, tell your friends, tap in. We going places tonight.
Yeah, we are going places, and one of the guys in the studio, I don't know if he's already in the Bengals Hall of Honor or whatnot, but he's probably going there eventually. We're talking about the Pro Bowler. We're talking about the man with the best hair in football history. Yeah, Troy Polamalu. I'm talking about better than you. TJ Hushmanzada in the building. How we doing today?
Man, I'm good, but Troy hair is better.
Oh, okay, yeah. Troy's hair is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I tried to give you that one.
I ain't gonna lie, Troy hair better.
We do love honesty and humility in the
yeah.
I was giving a lot of love right there, man. I was trying to get us juice. Also joining us here at the Speakeasy is the man responsible for posting everything that you see on Speakeasy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the best in the game.
Social Trade.
What's happening, fellas?
My dog.
Hey, listen, you ain't tell me when I, was gonna start working for you I was gonna be having to duck strays and be in the line of fire like this. I just came to do a job, and now it's shots fired, man. But
you don't have to start wearing a vest.
Yeah, vest. I get the vest, a helmet, and some more stuff. I don't know.
Look, speaking of these shots being fired, the chat is already popping off about this topic. We got to get to it. There was some drama. There was some shots fired at the creator of this show, Emmanuel Acho. I'm going to let you go ahead and take it, man. Let you address what you need to address.
I don't want to have to do what I'm about to have to do. It's like when you give your child a whooping and you're like, I don't even want to have to do this. That's about to be Matt Barnes. For those that lack the context, here's what Matt Barnes had to say about me in the show earlier.
The media that is trying to jump the bandwagon now, that we're talking all kinds of shit like Emmanuel Acho.
If your talent does not match your distraction, then they will not make room for you.
And some of you other motherfuckers that are trying to do amazing breakdowns now about how good Shedeur is, and we knew this was going to be this, when a month ago you were talking shit and screaming and loud and wrong.
If he wasn't black, I don't think he would have acted like this. You feel me? Because the culturally. But for real though,
yo.
What white people don't, what white person carries himself like Shedeur? Jackson Dart got some swag to him though.
So that Baker Mayfield or Johnny Manziel bravado that they got away with their whole careers, their rah-rah shit is okay because it's them, but let a confident young black man come in with the same confidence, someone who was raised for this, was trained for this, and it's arrogance. So all you motherfuckers, there's probably about 5 of us. Maybe I'll go to the second hand. I'm gonna say maybe I didn't see her. Maybe there was 10 of us that have been riding with this Sanders family from the jump, and now that Shedeur's doing this thing, all you punk asses stay on that side you pick, because we're not accepting no new entries. I talked to Dion. He said I can be in charge of the fan club. Fuck all y'all.
Wow.
Next subject.
We good there. Let me clarify some things. I'm not a fan or in a fan club. I'm an analyst, but I come with receipts. He said he been riding with Shedeur since the beginning. I did my homework. When's the first time Matt Barnes said anything about Shedeur Sanders on social media? 9/21/24. Wow, great throw, Shedeur. Riveting analysis, by the way. let's check the receipts of when Emmanuel Acho, the bandwagon fan, started talking about Shedeur. I came with receipts. 9/2/2023, prime, legendary, Shedeur, top tier. Keep it rolling. 9/16/2023, a whole year sooner. Shedeur, great, moxie, poise, guts. Shedeur's him. Phenomenal performance. Top tier quarterback, eyes downfield. Oh, I'm doing breakdowns. This is still before Matt Barnes has ever noticed Shedeur. Ignore the engagement tweet. Shedeur is him. Less debate, more discussion. Let's talk Shedeur. Shedeur Sanders, a dog. Doing things in the NFL already at a college level. Two players have never been more directly correlated to success than Shedeur and Travis Hunter. Keep it going. This is not edited. Not edited. Shedeur's doing NFL stuff quarterbacks in NFL can't even do well. Good morning, beautiful people. Two things are undeniably true. Deion Sanders can coach and Shedeur Sanders can play. Get rid of that. See, here's the problem. The problem is when you're accustomed to a lie and people lying about you, even the truth sounds like hate. I don't placate. I speak from revelation. I don't speak for response. But here's what frustrates me is the reason that oftentimes black people are perceived as a monolith is because the moment you have somebody that has an opinion that might differ from the norm, they're ostracized. And instead of having a group of collaborative free thinkers, we're blindly led as sheep with the shepherd. Well, in this case, it's a shepherd who doesn't know anything about the subject matter in Matt Barnes, and at times Steven Jackson as well. And so we don't have this collaboration of free thinkers. We just blindly are led to slaughter like sheep. Worst part is, when you try to become a friend by offering good information and information that might be correct instruction, you get feedback like this. This was Deion's son. Care Bear, can you show this? Yeah. In April 2021, I say this, a question that is actually now in retrospect been a pretty good question. Hey, is Jackson Dart actually quarterback number 2 ahead of Shedeur Sanders? You're smart. Watch the tape and see for yourself. I always come with tape and come with film. Bucky, or Deion Sanders Jr., he quote tweets it, and he says, I was blind, but now I see. Listen to the video.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
So
Shut the fuck
I offer a question simply saying, hey, is Jackson Dart actually QB2? Based on the tape, by the way, Jackson Dart got drafted second, and you could also suggest Jackson Dart looks like the best rookie quarterback thus far. But based on the tape, and now Bucky gonna say that to me? Somebody that's been in the Sanders family's corner the entire time. I, as an analyst, had been talking about Shedeur Sanders long before Matt Barnes even knew of Shedeur's existence, at least as a collegiate quarterback, maybe not as Deion Sanders' son. And now you are the gatekeeper both for what is pro-black, and you're also the gatekeeper of what is pro-Shedeur. You're a fan. I'm an analyst. There is a large delta between the two of I, as far as the East is from the West. A large gap between my level of knowledge on football, my level of knowledge of Shedeur the quarterback, and my level of knowledge of what's actually going on in the NFL and in college basketball. You got to know your role, you got to know your limits, and you got to know your limitations, Matt Barnes. And you're speaking now beyond your limitations. And I will also say this. It's the last thing I'm going to say. Is I'm not a hater when I'm telling truth that you don't necessarily like or agree with. And the dilemma is people don't know the difference between truth and hate. People just run to, let me go here. If we're being honest, Matt and Stat, they do this often. They tether themselves to polarizing black issues that they only tether themselves to because they become polarizing, and they need that to continue to leverage their brand. I never watched a track meet in their life. All of a sudden got a lot to say about Sha'Carri Richardson. You even know what a good 100-meter dash time in women's is? You even know how many events are in a heptathlon? You know how many events are in a decathlon? You even know the difference between the short hurdles and the high hurdles, men and women? No. But you hear, oh, wait, polarizing issue, let me step into the mix. Can you break down cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, 2-man, cover 6? Do you know what cover 6 is? Oh, polarizing black issue, let me enter into the mix. I talk based on film, based on experience, based on legitimate knowledge and credentials. I ain't no hater. I'm just a truth teller.
Wow. Look. This is my thing, right? I think a lot of people run with the narrative. Obviously, I would say me, I would say Shady, I would say Trey have been more pro Shedeur over the course of the season than you. But also, I don't think that means you've been anti Shedeur. I think you have been very subjective. I think you've looked at it from both lenses. You've asked, okay, from the organizational side, what are they seeing? And then from From Deion's side, where do you think he could improve? I think even in the clip, whenever he's talking about, I believe it was that your distraction can't be more than what your talent or whatever you put on the field is. That was after the miming incident where he was in the news a lot. Like, we were talking about a guy that was sitting at third string, and we were wondering, hey, man, the frustration with me and Shady, and honestly with you as well, though, was, hey, how do we get to the field the fastest?
Correct.
And that's where I think you were coming from. It was like, hey, bro, you can't be doing that type of stuff if you're sitting at the third string. Also, to the people in the comments acting as if Acho is not pro-black, look at the show you're watching right now.
Brother.
I'm a 27-year-old dude from Dallas, Texas. I dropped out of college. I make content, and I am an employed and well-paid man, a black man, because of Emmanuel Acho. So is Social Trey.
Yep.
TJ's in here. Shady has an opportunity. It just I
got
don't.
a diverse
I
crew
can't-
in the back.
Got
Like,
a very
don't-
diverse
don't-
crew in the
don't
back
play.
as well.
Yeah,
Don't like
yeah.
this is
Very
a show
diverse crew in the back.
owned and operated by a black man, and I won't let y'all sit here and say that the man is not pro-black whenever he is given opportunities to many black men in the room right now. So I can't let y'all do my dog like that, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I agree. I echo everything that you said, Care Bear. To be pro anything is not to be anti the opposite.
Correct.
It can be, but oftentimes those two things are conflated. I consider myself to be very pro-black. That doesn't mean I'm anti-white anything, and you don't have to be. And also, a lot of y'all pro-blackness only extends to y'all cell phone, and that's it. So what Care Bear was saying about Acho actually putting money in people's pockets, making sure families are taken care of and well-fed, is way more than any retweet, post, or like or comment that y'all have on social media. So that's all I got to say. I'm going to keep it brief. But just know.
But the hard part is this, and this is a quick therapy session, if we may.
Please, yeah.
Till you walked in, you didn't know what you was walking
No,
into.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
The hard part is like the reason black people is so often viewed as like a monolith is because the moment somebody speaks out differently, now you ostracize. Now you anti-black.
Yeah, yep.
Like the moment I say, hey, is Jackson Dart QB2? Now it's shut the F up because I asked a question based on tape. Not even just because I asked a question because I was bored. I'm looking at the tape and I'm like, dang.
I don't think it's a bad take based off of how Jackson Dart's come out here and played this
It's
season.
obviously not. It was actually the correct take.
About that though, that was Bucky.
Yep.
Right. And again, when I comment on somebody that I know, I'll let it be known I'm biased.
Yeah.
Like I know Prime. We not super cool, but we cool.
Yeah.
I done been to his house in Texas. He's taking me to Puerto Rico with him. We go to all kind of players. He paid for everything.
Yeah.
And we go to Puerto Rico. And so you do that for me, I'm always in your corner.
Yes, sir.
But I'm going to let you know that I'm biased. Back to the Bucky thing is, that's his brother.
Yeah.
I expect him to have his brother's back in that way. He should have it. That's your little brother at that. And so I don't mind it. He was like, why are you questioning it now? He been number 2. And so that type of stuff, I don't mind it. It's just, to me, we know Shedeur is going to be a good quarterback.
Yep.
Had he been drafted where he was supposed to be drafted or where everybody thought he was going to be drafted, this wouldn't even be talked about. Because he would have probably been starting from day one, or it would have been he's going to sit as a rookie. I just look at it as you have to say how you feel.
But
what you see. You can't just kiss ass because
That's
people are going to realize
that's all you do.
He not being honest.
Correct. And my thing, T, is this, is like, if you start turning your friends into your enemies, you left with no more friends. Because when Deion Sanders Jr., his name is Bucky, when he said that to me, I DM'd him. I said, bro, it's no beef. I sent him a screen. I had 17 consecutive positive tweets about Shedeur before I ever mentioned Jackson Dart. I say, the moment I mentioned Jackson Dart, now it's shut the F up. I said, bro, I was just in Colorado with all y'all. You was giving me a tour. I got your number. Hit my line. But at the moment you do that, now Acho hates the Sanders family. And then you let lazy individuals like Matt Barnes, and lazy as it pertains to their analysis, you let lazy individuals like Matt Barnes try to create this narrative that, Acho or all these people are haters. It's as though sometimes you're searching for an oppressor that doesn't exist. I'm not the oppressor. If you want to make it Kevin Stefanski, by all means. You want to make it Roger Goodell, have at it. But it sure as heck is not Emmanuel Acho trying to hold Shedeur down.
It's not many people, man, that want to see him fail. There's nobody, at least
Not
the
that look
people
like
I know.
us.
Not correct.
Not that
I
look
want to
like
see that
us.
man
Nobody
fail.
in
I
here.
want to see him succeed. Like,
Yeah.
I'm watching the Cleveland Browns play
Yeah.
because of him.
Yeah.
And so I know he's not talking to me. I'm just saying in general, we want to see him succeed. I know I do.
And I think, and the last thing I'm gonna say is this: is often sometimes our way to want somebody to succeed looks different. I am not a placate all of Shedeur's behavior in any means possible. I'm going to give you the hard truth to try to help you succeed. I would rather be kind than be nice. Being kind is I'm going to be honest even if it offends you. Being nice is I'm just going to say whatever's going to make you feel good. And too often, Matt and Stat, they're nice. They're not kind. They're not honest. They're just nice. They will lie to you and have you continue to perpetuate your ways, even if your ways are detrimental to your own health, detrimental to your own ability, detrimental to your own success in life or in sports or in television.
Yeah,
I'm going to just keep it a buck with you.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest too. Like, that's just me though. That's
no
just
more, no
me.
less.
I just hope nobody come at me like that, because then I'm with it. Straight up.
Look, I will say this though. To play devil's advocate, which is where I think why we got ourselves in the situation. I think previously you have had stances on Shedeur Sanders and how he should operate from the lens of
management.
I would say from the lens of what you were. You were a late round draft pick. You were a 6th round draft pick, and you're thinking, man, I could never operate the way that he is in some of these aspects, right? I couldn't give these interviews and whatnot, but also at the same time, I think it's a difference of opinion on how he should have operated. But I think the message has always, if you really go back and watch, you really go back and listen, I think the message from Acho really has been, how does Shedeur get to the field faster? Which I think I've taken as hate a lot.
And then how does he stay there the longest?
Yeah.
And then also,
you do play devil's advocate a lot, though. You got to admit that.
I look at things from management perspectives.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you look at things from the perspective of yourself, you're never going to get where the hell you want to get. How can I get where I'm trying to get? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so for me, it's also a matter of like, what is people are giving Shedeur advice that they wouldn't themselves take. I'm giving them legit advice. Like Cam Newton said it today when he saw Phillip Rivers get signed. He was like, people won't sign me because they don't want a distraction. A Shedeur Sanders situation. Same thing. If your distraction outweighs your talent, they won't make room for you. Now that Shedeur's proven his talent, it don't matter the level of distraction. So to me, I don't even try to play devil's advocate with the Shedeur Sanders situation. What I try to play is, Shady, Shedeur's not you. He can't act like you. Stack, Shedeur wasn't you. He can't act like you.
But you know what though, Acho? I want everybody to be themselves. But we know as athletes, we know what we can get away with and what we can't get away with. Yep. We know that. Now there's just some guys that's just dumb as hell and they just do dumbass shit and they get cut or released or they never make it. But we know what we can get away with. The reason Shedeur is so good, in my opinion, is because of his personality and the way he carries himself with the ultimate self-belief.
Yep.
That makes him.
Facts.
And so I don't want him to change who he is. He not getting in trouble. He not hitting women. He not doing nothing crazy. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, bet. I'm with it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm as happy as ever. I've been watching Shedeur since he was at Trinity Christian, 15 minutes from where I grew up, bro. So like, I don't know. I don't think you're as I honestly also I see Acho outside of the show. I don't think he dislikes Shedeur or doesn't want him to succeed whatsoever.
It's not even objectively. If you actually look at everything I say, objectively, I don't dislike Shedeur. Like, the clip I showed y'all, everything I said was all positive.
I would agree with that.
Like, objectively, I don't dislike Shedeur. Yeah. Now, if you just follow a lazy clip that you see Matt Barnes post, of course he can convince you that I don't like Shedeur. But again, I had been praising Shedeur for a year before Matt Barnes ever fixed his fingers to type about Shedeur. So, like, it's not actually even a question of whether or not I like Shedeur. That's why even giving that oxygen is stupidity. It's not a legitimate question. Now, am I more critical? Of course, because I know what to criticize. Because I know tape. Like, you wouldn't even know what a whole shot in cover 2 is. So you can't criticize it.
And that's the operative word is and that's where people get upset, because when you are critical, which is your job as an analyst, but when you're critical, they take that as like, oh, well, now he's not on board with him anymore. He doesn't support him. Being critical of somebody is not a lack of support or a disdain for them as a character or who they are as a person. Like, you can still be supportive and be critical. And in fact, I would take it a step further and say, to fully be supportive of someone, you must be critical of them.
You must be.
You have to be.
You feel me?
You can't get better.
But y'all gotta remember, a fan is short for fanatic.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Right.
I am an analyst. Y'all aren't watching this show because we're a bunch of fans in here just giving pom-poms on every single topic.
I'm a fan.
Fair. But the reason y'all actually enjoy this show is because, sure, you have some fans, but you have some analysts. Because we come up here on Tuesdays and we yell Teach 'em Tuesdays and we break down tape.
Yep.
And when we break down tape, if Shedeur throws a pick, we're going to talk about how bad that pick was. But when Shedeur threw that dot to Isaiah Bond, we're going to talk about that dot as well. When Shedeur threw that bad pick against the Titans, we're going to talk about how bad that pick was. But when Shedeur threw that dot to David Njoku, we're going to talk about that as well. But I don't have pom-poms. It's always facts over feelings in the speakeasy. If you're looking for pom-poms, go watch All the Smoke.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you.
Bars.
Wow.
We got a lot to get to.
We got a lot to get to. That was a heavy first topic. I'm happy we got through. We got any super chats, Trey? You want to get to? You scared to read them?
Some of them I'm not reading.
Okay, got you.
But we do have a couple that I could read. They said Noel Campos said, I'm helping Trey with his new desk fund. Love it when TJ stops by and drops knowledge. P.S. I knew Stefanski was a hater. They said Duval, all love from Florida. Acho, you've been more mid on Shedeur, but you've been honest with your opinion. Race is a social construct, so it will never make sense. Ignore the hate. Let me see. Let me screen the rest of these and we'll come back to it because, y'all tend to get a little crazy in here. They did tell me to make the poll. Ask the chat who think Acho was hating on Shedeur until he started shining.
Did you not look at the?
You must.
You don't even have to ask the chat.
Yeah, it is not.
You genuinely. Before we go,
we opened the show.
Hold on.
You want to show it again?
One more time before we go.
Yeah.
Taylor, run the freaking clip, bro.
Yeah.
And also,
run the clip.
I'll say this while you're showing it. These are from searching the name Shedeur on his Twitter account.
Yeah.
It's not like Shedeur
This
praise
isn't
or
a
anything.
debate.
Yeah.
These
Literally
are all
just
my
searching the name
tweets.
Shedeur, yeah.
Look at the dates. These are
Yeah.
every Saturday. 9/9, 9/16.
Guts, Moxie
bye week.
boys.
9:30. This is starting quarterback play. 8:29. 8:30. Like it. You would have to have a brain that does not function at a maximal capacity to look at this and say he hates Shedeur.
Yeah.
Your brain literally can't work. Either your brain don't work, your eyes don't work. Those are the only two things.
Yeah.
Like,
Or your ears. Or your
but-
ears. Because
but we
you
need to
give a breakdown. I'm saying, but watching a breakdown, you can
Correct.
listen. If it,
Yeah.
Last one I got, Joshua Stein said, great show. Acho is right. Truth teller and hater not the same thing. What I love about the show is that you let listeners speak. I have enjoyed you all since the, quote, other show. Raiders traded for the wrong backup quarterback in Cleveland. 12 was born for the lights. That's all I got.
Yeah, no.
Let's get to the news of the day.
Let's get to the news of the day. Those Shedeur tweets had me reminiscing on him in college football. It reminded me of how great college football is. Not just because of how everything is during the season, but the drama. This is elite drama. I mean, it's crazy. But look, we have to talk about what went down today at the University of Michigan. A bombshell dropped from Adam Schefter saying Michigan had fired head coach Sherrone Moore per himself, Pete Thamel, and Dan Wetzel. Everyone was wondering, well, what went on? What happened? And as it turns out, it was because of alleged sexual misconduct with a staffer. This was earlier on in the morning. Things were going crazy. Everyone was like, oh my goodness, Michigan lost their head coach. What's going to happen now? Sexual misconduct. We need more details to come out. And in the midst of all of this,
Yikes.
Sherrone Moore ended up saying, ended up getting arrested in Michigan. Sources have provided him with the graphic details leading up to the arrest. During an argument with her wife, Moore allegedly threatened to kill himself. He then drove and broke into the home of his assistant where he held a knife to his own throat and threatened to kill both himself and the staffer. Wow. He was then intercepted at a local church after his wife provided the phone's location to the authorities. He is now in protective custody. Tragic chain of events for all those involved, absolutely. And a mugshot for Sherrone Moore as well, spending the night in custody. Fellas, this was the most insane thing I think I've ever seen happen in college football, especially during the offseason. Fellas, any reaction to Sherrone Moore, and how do you feel about this entire thing going on?
First, start with the grace and start with the empathy, which is I feel for all involved, primarily his wife, his kids. Like that's tough. This situation is completely devolved and gotten worse by the moment. There's so much to unpack here, T.
Bro.
I don't even know where to start. Let's start talking ball, right? Sherrone Moore had underachieved at Michigan based upon how Jim Harbaugh had left them. He had underachieved. They wanted Sherrone Moore out the building. They needed a way to get Sherrone Moore out the building without having to pay Sherrone Moore. So if you can find a way to get him out the building without cause, then you can sever that $5.5 million you owe him annually for about 2 to 3 more years without having to pay any of it. So they needed a way to get Sherrone Moore out the building. Keep in mind, signing day was about a week ago from today. Of course they knew about this a week ago because there are tweets from anonymous individuals on social media from 9 and 10 days ago saying this was going to happen. So it's not coincidence that they waited until after signing day for this to happen so that the recruits can be in the building. It's not a coincidence that this happened when this happened. They've been looking for a reason to get Sherrone Moore gone. Tragic event. And Sherrone Moore, obviously, you know what, T, you go. You go.
I ain't gonna lie. He a dumbass.
Oh.
Like, you can't be that damn stupid, man. Oh. Like, I don't feel sorry for him. You a dummy.
Oh.
You got a wife and you got kids, and you care about messing with somebody else over your family. How dumb can you be? And then you get caught, and you want people to show empathy towards what you got going on. Don't do what you did.
Oh.
Get her pregnant, have an abortion. I'm going to double her salary. Like, I don't have sympathy for dumb shit.
Ooh.
You're an adult, and this is what you chose to do. You're not sorry about what happened. You sorry you got caught. And then now you want to garner sympathy. Oh, I'm going to do this to you, and I'm going to do this to myself. No, you not. You're right about if he was performing better at Michigan, I don't know if this happens. Mm-hmm. They may sweep this under the rug. Inappropriate relationship. We're going to suspend you for whatever. But they're dead wrong for having them kids sign there. They was recruiting my nephew, offered him all kind of money. If I'm Bryce Underwood, I'm up out of there. Mm-hmm. We done gave this man all this money to turn around and hand the ball off 35 times a game, scared to throw it. Mm-hmm. But I don't feel sorry for Sherrone Moore. Why would I? Why would I?
Not him. It's the wife I feel sorry for.
The kids.
Yeah. And the wife.
I feel sorry for the kids.
Yeah.
Because
you didn't mention the wife.
I feel sorry for the kids.
Uh-oh. Oh, snap.
She's an adult. They innocent. Like, she understands her husband. You know who you married.
Nope.
And so the adults, I don't feel sorry for no adult involved. I feel sorry. The woman that he was messing with, you ain't know he was married? You ain't meet his wife?
Bro, they follow each other on social.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, the wife and
That's what I'm saying.
The wife and the mistress follow each other.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, look,
So-
I will say this though too. There is a power dynamic there. He's the boss of the
Listen,
woman.
listen, man. She did what she did. Like, I don't all this.
Yeah.
It's a power dynamic.
Yeah, you could have reported it earlier. She had
You've been around this man's wife and chose to have relations with him over and over and over again, then you get pregnant. I feel sorry for the kids because they're innocent. We can't choose our parents. We come into this world with who makes us. Mm-hmm. But the adults in this, I don't feel one bit of empathy for Sherrone Moore. I don't know. I don't. You brought this on yourself.
Yeah.
Over that? Like, what? You can go get that anywhere. You got $7 million. You can have somebody on call. Because you ain't paying for the sex. You know what you're paying for?
Them to leave.
You paying for them to leave.
Yeah.
Man, one of my teammates once told me that I ain't never paid for I paid for them to leave. I never forgot it. I'm like, oh, okay. Headache gone. So if you'd have paid for him to leave, you wouldn't have a headache. That's on you. I don't feel sorry for him one bit. I know that's kind of cruel, but that's just me.
It's TJ being TJ, man. I hear you. That's
hear
how
you.
you feel about it.
Go ahead.
I'll say this. Sherrone Moore is never going to coach a major program in college football ever again. Yeah. This entire situation is wild for plenty of reasons. One, don't shit where you eat, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it. Just don't do it. If you're doing it right now, stop doing it. It's probably not worth it, bro. And to be honest with you, this situation was crazy, not just because of what happened today. It's the fact that Acho, like you mentioned, I heard about this a couple of days ago. Yep. I heard names in their coaching search, and I'm like, they still got one right now. And you know what I was told? I was told, yo, they're going to try to find a way to get off that. What do you mean you're going to try to find a way to get off that? Sherrone Moore was just fired with cause. You know what that means?
No money.
None.
Done.
Dunzo.
Guess hey, that paycheck stops today, right now. It's
Yeah.
done. I think this is.
Hopefully
And
he got
honestly,
enough
I mean, he
money
crashed
saved
out
up.
though.
Hopefully he got enough
Hopefully
money
he
saved
does
up.
because to be honest with you, the divorce gonna cost something.
Yeah.
If that ends up happening, you're not getting another coaching job
Yeah,
at
not at this
really
level.
any level right now.
Yeah.
At what level?
Done.
Maybe you got a real close friend and he'll give you a backdoor analyst position somewhere. Maybe,
You don't even want this dude
Yeah.
around any women.
That's true.
But
that's
if
true.
we're being honest,
That's true.
The other problem is where he took it. Going to her to the alleged mistress's house with a knife, threatening to kill her.
You
Is that
caught.
where-
It was a-
but
oh,
here's my
man.
thing. Because of where he took it. Because we've
that part.
seen sketchy behavior from Urban Meyer and individuals on his
Bobby
staff.
Petrino.
Recorded. Bobby Petrino recorded. But at the point in which you start threatening people, and remember, you're a former offensive lineman. You're a big black man. With all due respect, we also have to talk about optics. You know what I'm saying? You a 6'4", former 330-pound man.
He done lost some weight. Hey, you seen?
Like-
Hey, tell me you don't be seeing him on that sideline, that thing lined up, everything. Boy, that boy ready, lined up.
What's wrong with
He getting that line up Friday night, not Friday morning. Friday night. I want to look like I just got it Saturday morning. He ready. Come on, man. Like I don't feel sorry for this dude because I played
Okay.
a long time.
Long time, 12 years.
This go on in every sport. With all these, they all know it.
Yeah.
He just a dummy.
Well, it's twofold. Let me check you, T. It's twofold. Most of the coaches are dumb. It's that they wanted him out of there, so they just needed to find a reason. True story. I ain't gonna say no names. It's a true story. I'm in Texas. 08 Fiesta Bowl. If y'all's Google works later, y'all can look it up.
Oh man.
We had an athletic trainer that was stumbling around a hotel drunk, looking for a head coach. Married at the time, stumbling around a hotel drunk, knocking on doors, trying to find this head coach. We just kept it under wraps because we was 12-1. Next year we went to a national championship. So we weren't about to out this prominent coach, not head coach. We weren't about to out this prominent coach on our staff. It's an athletic trainer drunk in Arizona. We at the Fiesta Bowl about to play Ohio State led by Terrell Pryor, and it never comes out. It doesn't get reported for like another 7 years when this other coach on this Texas staff was in a lawsuit and was like, how y'all gonna fire me, but y'all kept this person on staff because y'all knew about it. Meaning, T, everybody at Texas knew about it. I thought, oh, this didn't make it up to the officials. Later I found out, oh, y'all did know. We was just winning, so y'all like internally suspended him. If Michigan wanted to sweep this under the rug, they could have swept this under the rug. Michigan wanted Sherrone Moore gone. They wanted their money back for him to be gone. They wanted to make sure he was gone and not have to pay him. And as a result, they went looking for where they knew they would find dirt. They found the dirt, and they used the dirt to get the man who they never wanted in the building out the building in the first place.
They wanted him out. Somebody asked me earlier today, you think if they beat Ohio State, they would have done this? I said no.
Hell no.
I said no. But to me,
They be in the playoff right now. There's no shot. I think
way.
like
This-
as messed up as it is, bro, we know for a fact. I have never been in a college football locker room in my life, and I know 3 coaches that have done far worse that are active right now.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
let's talk about this real quick. The culture
Yep.
of coaching. Let's talk about the culture of coaching. Okay,
go there, T.
Let's talk about this.
Don't go there, T. Don't go there, T.
They sit. Today is Wednesday. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
we
listening.
gonna talk to NFL. College is another ball game because they don't really get free time off. They always on the road traveling. They always. Let's just talk coaching. But we NFL and college. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are extremely long days for coaches. Extremely long days for coaches. They get in there 5, 6, 7 o'clock, give or take the coach, right? Man, some of these dudes don't leave the office till 11 or 12, midnight. And so when you're in the office and you have a female assistant, she's sitting in there until the coaches are done. Because all that you're game planning, she has to put on a script for the next day and do this and do this. She's doing all of that for you and the coordinator and other coaches, scout team and whatnot. So over time, you may make a comment to her just to get a oh, she shot that down, I'm done. You make she gave me the response I'm looking for. And now it's on. They need to change the culture of the coaches spending all that damn.
Bro, I had this conversation today. Several of my friends now, I'm at the age in life where a lot of my friends are now coaches, right? All the cats used to play ball with.
I just got offered a job last week. I'll never say the school.
Yeah.
Big school.
Huge school.
Just got offered.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it.
To T's point, it is an unhealthy culture in coaching. And furthermore, and the reason all this stuff happens is because, like T said, you working in a super close proximity, super late at night. He probably spent more time with old girl than his wife.
Absolutely.
Because he's probably at the office at 5 a.m. and leaving the office at 9 or 10 p.m. And to your point.
What time he leaving?
I said 9, 10 p.m.
No.
What happened?
They leaving 11, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, they leaving late.
Dude, when I was playing in Cincinnati, some of the coaches had air mattresses.
Yeah.
Air mattresses. I got to drive home. That's 45 minutes. I got to drive back to practice. That's 45 minutes, maybe an hour because of traffic. That's an hour and a half of sleep I'm losing. I might as well stay here. Or better yet, my little chick lived 15 minutes away.
Correct.
I'm going to her house now.
Correct.
That's what happens.
T, is it fair to say what Sherrone Moore did is happening at every college? Is that like a fair
I wouldn't
guesstimate?
say every college. That's not right because it's some really good dudes. But the majority, the majority, your favorite coach that is holier than the majority.
Yeah. And I'm not even talking to head coaches. I'm just saying y'all got to remember it's about 30 coaches on staff,
bro,
plus GAs, and y'all know the term because I'm obviously T know it. You know the term camp eyes.
You
know the term camp eyes.
Go ahead.
In the chat, y'all know the term camp eyes.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Hey, Marvin Lewis didn't play though. He let it be known.
T,
y'all bet camp eyes.
T, my parents watching. What's camp eyes?
Okay, once you in like your second week of training camp, everything you see look good. Them just camp eyes.
Camp eyes.
So Marvin Lewis, you straight up
because you were training camp.
You bet not
be distracted.
Talk to none of them. Don't say what's up. Like I have always been very professional with any woman I've been around in that type of setting. Hey, how you doing? Yo, good. Yeah, good. Have a great day. That's it.
Yeah.
Because you ain't never going to say, but, I mean, I just cannot feel sorry for, like, I had a coach one time.
Yeah.
We was having.
Everyone in the chat saying they get banned. Camp.
Like
camp, hold on. Camp turned 3s into 8s. Turn 4. Am I like T? Look at T straight face.
Is that strong?
T looking at me with a straight face.
That's more dangerous. That's more dangerous than alcohol. Alcohol don't do that.
It turned 3s into 8s.
Alcohol don't do that.
It turned 4s into 9.2s.
Listen,
am I lying, T?
No, but this is why.
Chat, let us know. Let us know.
I'm not lying.
I need to know what you said.
I'm not lying.
This is why.
Yo,
that's crazy.
Your rookie year, where'd y'all go to training camp at?
Stayed in Cleveland. Was in Berea.
Hotel?
Berea, Ohio. Yeah.
Okay, well, the Bengals.
Yep.
Our training camp?
Yes, sir.
Was on a college campus.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that sounds
It was on a college
Oh
campus.
my God.
It's on a college campus. And Marvin, he let it be known. They better not be in your room. Don't be flirting with them. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You know it's always going to be a few that be like, okay.
Yeah.
Me? Shit, I got to make this team. I ain't worried about none of that. I done had this my whole life. Like, what's that? I done been doing it my whole life. Like, I'm worried about her. I got to make this team. I got kids to feed. Like, I ain't worried about that. But it's certain people, they don't have that mentality. And so, to be a head coach at the University of Michigan and to throw it away over that.
T, can you break this down? Hold on. Can we go there, Trey?
We should.
I don't usually ask you, but can we go there?
We can go there.
Let's do.
Several people have asked me today after the Sherrone Moore situation popped off, like, hey, how can somebody throw it all away for that? You the elder statesman in the building, so though you obviously haven't thrown it away, you've seen individuals throw it away. What's your answer? Because my answer is people aren't thinking about losing it all in those moments. I think more often than not, the Sherrone Moore or men in those situations are thinking about, one, the chase. Men are conquerors, thinking about the chase, thinking about the conquering, thinking, oh, well, it's different than your wife. So, it's a different person, different experience, different conversation, different everything. So can you break down how somebody could throw $5.5 million annually away for
honestly, you never think you're getting caught.
Yep.
That's why I hired you. We're talking a Sherrone Moore case. I hired you. Now I just doubled your salary. You know you shouldn't have your salary doubled, but I'm looking after you. You gonna stay loyal to me and keep this little secret because of the money now that you've been paid. And I'm sure he was buying her gifts. He was giving her little money here and there, probably sliding her 5, 10 grand. Christmas coming up. He probably was gonna slide her whatever, buy her a car. I don't know, because I done seen people buy cars. Wow. And so, like buy cars, $100,000 cars.
Correct.
What?
100,000.
Correct.
Yeah.
Different level of tricking y'all doing.
Buying jewelry. I've seen it. And it's like, it's undefeated, man. It's it's undefeated. To me, that and that water, I always say, because I don't really go in the ocean, like the water in a woman, then you lose it all. You'll lose it all. And now you sit back and be like, damn, was it really worth it? Hell no, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Not over that. But when you nice looking and you've had your pick of the litter your entire life, and that type of shit don't move you, man.
Is Sherrone Moore done?
Done.
Is he done?
Stick a fork in him.
Is he done?
Death row. Done.
Now, here, how can y'all say this though? When you saw, I think Kendall Briles just got the offensive coordinating job at South Carolina. Art just got a job at some lower level school.
Eastern New Mexico. They hired, if you're from the Dallas area, they hired Mansfield Timberview's head coach to go be the defensive coordinator at Eastern New Mexico.
And for those that don't know, Art Briles was the head coach at Baylor when there were like 70 plus sexual assault allegations.
Exactly. Well, he got hired as an offensive coordinator at Grambling, and immediately they were like, "Nope, not happening."
But to me, here's
Hugh
the
Jackson
issue.
brought him in.
To me, the issue was when he pulled out the knife and started threatening old girl's life allegedly, and started threatening his own life.
He might do time for real.
We've seen coaches get caught cheating. Petrino, literally on camera. It was just nasty. What Urban Meyer had going on when he was coaching the Jazz, it was just nasty. Urban Meyer's assistant coach, what was his name? Brian Smith or something like that?
Yes.
Ohio State assistant coach, allegedly
bad.
Punched his wife or, again, I'll excuse some of the things I may be misspeaking on. Y'all can search them all later, but some wild stuff. We've seen coaches do just as, if not more egregious things. Mel Tucker. Last year, got fired from Michigan State, or 2 years ago.
What's up with Michigan, man?
He was sexting a woman that came to talk on campus.
But they were messing around. Mel Tucker, another dummy. 90 million.
Dang.
90 million? Boy, have you lost your mind? Y'all listening. Pay him to leave. 90 million Mel Tucker lost. 90 million he lost over that? Man, come on, man. Come on. Were we 90 million? Man.
And it's with cause. So they don't get no money.
Getting fired with cause as a college football head coach. Well, I'll just say this. Getting fired with cause as a college football head coach is the dumbest thing you can do in sports. It is by far and away the dumbest thing you could, especially at a big program. These dudes sign contracts so good. I can go there, lose every game I have, and whatever you sign me for, you paying me that. Bro. To get fired with cause as a college football head coach, Texas A&M is still paying Jimbo Fisher for being terrible there.
Man, they feel untouchable.
It's so stupid.
They feel untouchable because they know that money is guaranteed, and we feel like I'm giving all this money up because people love money.
Okay, hold on.
And
Hold on.
It's gonna quiet everything.
I need time.
Half or a full.
Give me a full.
Okay.
Give me a full. I need a
Lock
full.
in.
Ime Udoka did just as bad, if not worse. He coaching Kevin Durant, one of the top 10, 15 players in the league of all time.
Wow.
Right now in Houston. What'd he take? A year off, maybe?
Can I rebuttal that real quick?
Let me finish cooking.
They similar age.
Okay.
Similar age.
Yeah.
Okay.
No knife. I ain't killing you or me. Completely different. Sherrone Moore's 39.
Yep. Oh, girl's 32.
She's supposed to be 25. That's what I read.
Nah, she's 32.
I don't know how old
But,
she is.
okay, 32, 20, it don't matter. Knife
Yeah.
and all that, you're done.
I'll say this, though,
Yeah.
even more.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Yeah, the NFL level is short. Okay, go ahead.
I called a fool.
Yeah, he did call a fool.
That's a violation.
That's a violation.
You stepped into my huddle and I called a fool.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you behavior on
I'm
recording. Get you.
I'm sorry.
I was saying it was that aspect of the email doke of it all, but won't your talent make room for you? The real problem that nobody's going to say is Sherrone Moore is not that talented of a head coach. He is an offensive line coach who is an offensive line coach under a head coach in Jim Harbaugh who loves to run the ball. And as a result, when Jim Harbaugh got suspended for all the cheating allegations, Sherrone Moore got promoted to becoming head coach. And Jim Harbaugh put it in his contract that if Jim Harbaugh were to leave, that Sherrone Moore is the incumbent head coach. And Sherrone Moore now becomes the coach in waiting. That was a part of Jim Harbaugh's contract when he was at Michigan. This is the reports that I have read. So Sherrone Moore never should have been there in the first place. The reason, in large part, that Sherrone Moore is out isn't just because of the alleged affair with this woman. It is because he was never supposed to be there in the first place. Harbaugh is why Sherrone Moore became the head coach in Michigan, not Sherrone Moore's talent. Your talent will make room for you. The truth of the matter is, Sherrone Moore is just not that talented of a head coach. Had they beat Ohio State, if they were in the college football playoffs, we don't know nor hear about this. But they're not. And he's gone and currently in jail or something like that.
Yeah, I had a conversation earlier today with one of my friends, very well intertwined in the college football space. He told me, there's rumors last year about Auburn's head coach, or I'm sorry, like a couple of years ago, Auburn's head coach Brian Hartline having something with one of his staffers and whatnot. That thing, maybe it happened, maybe it didn't, allegedly. What it looks like from the outside looking in, it got swept under the rug, and it's not really anything.
Do you know why though?
Why?
It was no threats to either anyone's life. That's why. No threats.
Exactly.
Like this dude is like
that's crazy.
That's where he went the wrongest. Bruh,
crashing out.
A lot of people been caught cheating before, but you can't pull up respectfully, again, with all due respect, not to make it a race thing, because you can't pull up to nobody's house with a knife. You can't pull up to this young white woman's house whose dad is apparently a scout for the Chicago Bears, so he's connected. Like that's a connected family. You can't pull up to this house with a knife threatening to kill her. Threatening to kill her?
Are we? Hold on. Just
these are the allegations.
Are we sure? Are we sure it was her house? Because it did say an assistant. It said an assistant. I don't want to say he pulled up to somebody's house. He pulled up to somebody's house allegedly, and did that. Because I
covered this whole conversation with allegations. By the way,
I'll be honest. If it was him pulling up to her house, I think that he would be arrested for attempted murder and what likely.
No, it was a threat. It was a threat.
Oh, sorry. Well, aggravated assault.
Can you imagine now all the wives just across the coaching business with their husbands? If your assistant is nice looking, she getting fired tomorrow.
Man,
if your assistant look good, she gone.
We can't discriminate against bad ones.
That's what. Listen, that's what I was going to say.
A lot of times, right now,
we baddie discriminating.
What? Nah. That wife is like, hey. I think you need.
It's not even sexist. She got to go.
She got to go.
Baddest.
She got to go. Baddest. Man, this all over the news. Baddest. She better be old or she better be trash. If she nice looking, she getting fired tomorrow.
So all assistants are still employed tomorrow. Don't look good, T?
No, they fired. They fired.
You can't even say that because a lot of the side pieces and mistresses and women that these dudes get caught up with, they don't even really look like nothing a lot of times.
The majority of them be decent looking, and now if you fire them, because of the way they look, they gonna sue. So it's like, what do I do?
Hold on, I'm sorry, we've been excluding y'all in the chat. I heard y'all going crazy in the chat right now. This is my fault. I have no control over the show today. This is on me. What's the chat talking about?
Chat definitely got a lot to say. Edwin Gonzalez said, as a happily married man of 13 years at the current age of 34. Golly, that brother got married at 21 in my last surgery. Whew. Man. He said that take wasn't cruel, TJ. That was some absolute facts. When you was talking about, like, is it rude if, because she just looked like what she looked like, yeah. So he said it's not cruel. He said it was a good take. Jay Will said, man, y'all speaking wisdom again. Care Bear is right, though. This reminds me of the Bobby Petrino situation at Arkansas. Side note, they hired him back last season.
True.
214 Mr. DFW said, y'all going American Pie in the Speakeasy tonight. Quote, this one time at training camp.
This one time at training camp?
This one time at training camp. On nights like this, you see who loyal to y'all. Hashtag 214 Mr. DFW. Listen, we love all of our loyal supporters.
Shout out DFW, man.
We also got Team 2L2K said Care Bears reaction yesterday when Acho said he'd start a franchise with Hurts was priceless. It gave you a much needed laugh. Love the show, fellas. Keep up the awesome work. Cheney said Tim McCarver, the reporter that Deion threw water on, is apparently Kevin Stefanski's grandfather. Do you think this is the reason why Kevin has all this animosity? Patience. We'll get to that.
Do you want to be patient?
Should we?
Listen,
Hey, it's a gossip-based day.
It is.
It's
Let's
real
get to all the
conspiracy
drama.
theorist-based day.
Let's get to all the drama.
There is a conspiracy theory going around
Speak MZ.
that you must hear about.
Speak
Okay, we breaking all types
like that.
of rules.
Speak MZ.
Speak
is what we
MZ.
got going on.
Hey, creative mind, right? Bow.
Get to it, Care Bear. Get to it.
The internet has been going crazy this week about Kevin Stefanski and his possible attachment to a reporter who got ice water dumped on him by Deion Sanders back in the 90s, Tim McCarver. Allegedly, because I haven't really been able to find anything that really supports this, the internet is saying that this reporter that got water dumped on him back in the day whenever Deion was playing baseball for the Braves is the father-in-law of Kevin Stefanski. His wife Michelle, apparently that's her father. We couldn't find this to be true. We do some sort of investigative journalism in here. One, do you guys believe this conspiracy theory that Kevin Stefanski is trying to sabotage Shedeur Sanders? And also, if this is true, how absolutely insane is it that we just now found out?
I am going to break a life cardinal rule.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to break one, T. I'm going to let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Oh no.
From what I've heard,
Okay.
Stefanski's wife's maiden name is McCarthy,
Not McCarver.
not McCarver.
Oh.
As a result, this story falls dead immediately.
Also, the person that put this out, speaking of, I know we had the tequila in here, is Spank Horton. That's like one of Kevin Hart's openings.
That's the comedian.
He's one of the Red Cup boys. Yeah.
So-
Spank.
apparently Tim McCarver's daughters are named Kathy and Kelly, not Michelle. Here's what's going on. We continue to look for reasons as to why Stefanski must hate Shedeur. At this point, we're grasping at straws. Back in the 1990s, Deion Sanders poured a bucket of water on somebody. And the person he poured that bucket of water on happened to be the dad of Kevin Stefanski's wife. And Kevin Stefanski is currently the coach of Come on, cut it out. Man. Realistically speaking, I just think the way Kevin Stefanski's personality is, don't gravitate to the way Shedeur Sanders' personality is. And for that reason, he just don't prefer the dude. Y'all don't prefer some people. I don't prefer some people. You know what I heard one time, Care Bear? I heard this one time. I heard, you don't like everybody, so everybody's not going to like you. Blew my mind. I don't know why I never heard of that before.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. Like, y'all don't like everybody. 70% of y'all in the chat do not like Emmanuel Acho.
80.
80?
Tonight, yeah, man. I'm not going to lie.
You're right.
Your ass.
After the night, 92.
Yeah, probably. It might be up there, man.
My mom's in the chat, though. Maybe 91.
Hey, there you go.
Hello,
That's
baby.
one that matters, though. That's
Hello,
one that matters.
Mrs. Acho. Hello.
So, like, the fact of the matter is, you don't like everybody. Everybody ain't going to like you. If Kevin Stefanski don't like Shedeur, not the first time, won't be the last, that a coach don't like a player. Chip Kelly didn't like Shady McCoy. Didn't really like Deshaun Jackson. It's not like breaking news. Don't stop the world. The earth isn't going to stop spinning on its axis. Right. It is what it is.
Yeah. And furthermore, let's just concede that this were the truth, right?
Yeah.
Do we really think that Kevin Stefanski is holding a 32, 34, 35-year-old grudge in the name of his father-in-law? In the name of his grandfather? Not his dad, not himself. Not, like we just sat in here yesterday, TJ, and you talked about how people don't forget anything that happens to them. If it was Deion Sanders that had poured the water on Stefanski, absolutely. Now we cook it with grease.
No lie, though.
His father-in-law, his come on, y'all.
If I don't believe they're related at all, even through marriage. But if it was, I'm getting your ass back.
Stop it.
You think so?
Stop
This is
it.
some
TJ. Stop it.
This is some movie crap, bro.
Yeah.
Stop
Break
it.
that down, T.
What?
Break that down.
Oh, you think I'm not gonna remember that? Huh?
Stop
Because
it.
So, okay.
if it was true,
Yeah.
Okay.
as soon as he got drafted, you don't think a family member gonna say, you know, the boy y'all just drafted, his daddy threw water on grandpa. You don't think they're gonna say that? And so deep down, you like, okay.
T, but if that's the case, shouldn't black people be getting white people back all across America?
I mean,
every
we
day?
go after each other. I mean, there's a lot of we should be
That's
doing that we
that's
don't.
an uncomfortable conversation.
That's a
for
really
real.
uncomfortable conversation.
Now,
I'll start that one.
Yeah, I don't know if we gonna have the reparations talk in here.
Hey,
Boy,
Sorry, y'all.
hey,
The speakeasy ain't usually like this.
listen.
Hey.
Sometimes you gotta go
The
there. But
Nigeria
TJ,
showing. I'm telling you.
even if that's
Nigeria
the
showing.
truth, he threw water. He didn't beat him up.
But-
He didn't take his wife. He didn't it's
He embarrassed
water.
somebody.
all
Dump water on
Stefanski
him, yeah.
could do is make it as hard as possible for Shedeur if that had happened. At some point, which has occurred,
Okay.
my talent is going to take over.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Stefanski, at least it seems as if he didn't want to draft Shedeur, but he couldn't deny him.
Yeah.
He couldn't deny him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because had Dylan Gabriel played well, Shedeur would still be holding the clipboard.
Correct. If Gabriel didn't get hurt, forget play well.
Yeah.
If Gabriel did not get concussed.
I believe Shedeur would have gotten an opportunity.
What's wrong? Hold on. We got to laugh. We got to laugh that is worthy of listening to.
I understand if it was your blood relative. It's my father-in-law. I might not F with him anyway.
Oh, well, now I
It's
can't
my
speak.
father-in-law.
I can't relate to that. I love my
Hey.
father-in-law. Shout out to my second pops, man.
Oh, my
but
God.
TJ, okay,
If
so
we-
look,
if we-
I like the debate. So let's say I'm gonna concede everything that you said to
Okay.
this point to be true.
Yeah.
So this is his relative. He did pour the water on him.
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
holding the grudge.
Yeah.
The crime doesn't. The punishment doesn't fit the crime.
Yeah, dude.
No, it doesn't.
It don't.
Stefanski doing what he's done to Shedeur does
cannot-
not fit water
if-
being poured on his father-in-law
if you do-
35 years ago.
If you
don't believe that,
Hey,
TJ. I know you don't.
If you do me wrong, who say that I got to do you wrong the same way you did me?
That's
I'm a-
fair.
Now
I'm a-
that's fair.
You got a plot on them, bro? You got
So-
to
that's
wait a
fair.
generation?
So just because you threw water on me, I got to throw water back? Nah, I'm going to get you back how I want to
But
get
hold
you
on,
back.
That's
hold on.
fair.
Are
I'm with you on that.
Are we not overblowing this whole situation? Here's what I mean by that. This Kevin Stefanski hates Shedeur assessment has stumbled so much. Like,
Acho.
let me remind everybody, if I can. TJ, you should know the answer to this, not to put you on the spot. Did Deshaun Watson start week 1 as a rookie?
No.
He didn't.
No.
Deshaun Watson didn't start as a rookie until week 6. Like, sometimes coaches make dumb decisions. It was Bill O'Brien, who's currently the offensive coordinator or head coach, maybe at Boston College.
He's the head coach.
Like, sometimes coaches do dumb stuff. Deshaun Watson took over after week 6 and was in the MVP conversation the rest of that season because of the numbers he was putting up.
Yeah.
And ended up being the best Texans quarterback in franchise history up to this point. So, like, because Kevin Stefanski chose to start Joe Flacco, who's like won a Super Bowl, because he chose to start Dylan Gabriel, who was drafted higher, we're now reaching to conspiracies that he hates the man based on something that happened 35 years ago, or maybe he doesn't like his personality, check, and maybe he made a dumb decision like we've seen other people make. Check.
You know the difference, though? Is Deshaun Watson is your quarterback of the future because we drafted him in the first round.
Yep.
Shedeur Sanders was drafted in the 5th round, and he is not our quarterback of the future, at least where you drafted him at. So that's why it was only a matter of time before Deshaun Watson was a starter. And with Shedeur, to me, the thing that threw me off was you're not even giving him reps.
That's
Like,
what I was
you're
gonna
not
bring
even
up.
trying
Yeah.
to develop him. You're not even trying to get him better. He not getting reps. He running a scout team. That ain't getting you better because they.
Okay, let me ask you this. What about the fact that Dylan Gabriel's not getting 1 reps right now either? So it's balanced. Shedeur wasn't getting 1 first-team reps when Shedeur was a 2. Dylan Gabriel's not getting first-team reps when Dylan Gabriel's a 2. Like, argue that. Because here's what I do. And Care Bear, that's why so many people get mad at me. It's not always that I play devil's advocate. I would just rather keep everybody from getting upset as long as possible. So if I can find like a justification for an action besides racist, I'm going to try to find it. Now, if it does not exist, it don't exist. But rather than just jumping to the first sign of like, oh, this got to be racist, I'm like, okay, let me check behind door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. And then if you get to door number 4 and there's indisputable evidence that this is a clear race-based factor, bet. But I'm not going to look through the crack before I even open up the door and just like, oh, that looks like racism. Racist. It's lazy to me. So at the point in which Gabriel's not getting first team reps, are you still going to come out here and say beyond the shadow of a doubt, Stefanski hates Shedeur?
For me, I'm racist. No. But it sure looked like he didn't like him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That wasn't normal for me because every team I've been on, the backup got reps with the starters. It wasn't many, couple, but he got reps with the starters just in case. So that wasn't normal for me. So I'm like, what is going on? Now, maybe this is a new thing in the league, how they do things. Or it could be Dylan Gabriel was a rookie. I need the rookie getting all these reps because he needs every single rep that he can get. But that wasn't, for me, normal. So the fact that he wasn't getting reps was abnormal. So that's how I looked at it. But now, man, Stefanski looking at Shedeur like, I love this dude. He may save my job.
Yeah.
So now I don't like him. I love him.
Let me ask you this. You played for 12 years, mighty long time. I know the answer to this question in my mind. Is a coach required to like a player?
No, there's a lot of coaches that don't like players just because of their personality and things that they do.
So then why?
But you need them.
Sure. But based on what you just said, then why the heck is everybody acting like Kevin Stefanski is the devil when you just said there are a lot of coaches that don't like a lot of players?
But Acho, this is the thing, when you are the quarterback, you and the head coach, who is the play caller.
Yep. Oh, I got one for you.
Y'all must be one.
I need 2 fools. How many more timeouts I get asked? I need another one. I need another fool.
I need
another fool. I need another fool.
Quarterback, play caller, got to be here.
And don't interrupt this one.
They must be here.
Don't interrupt this one till you getting the technical.
You got it.
You getting double T.
Let's go.
White head coach doesn't like black quarterback who people perceive to be talented. Sean Payton had way more disdain for Russell Wilson. Way more than Stefanski ever had for Shedeur Sanders. And did nobody put their capes on and run to Russell Wilson like this. Russell Wilson is probably a Hall of Famer. Had 10 Pro Bowls and a Super Bowl before being coached by Sean Payton. Sean Payton told Russell Wilson, you can't have that strength coach. You got to get rid of that parking spot. Stop kissing babies and going to children's hospitals. Like, Sean Payton was legitimately an a-hole. Still taking shots to this day on Russell Wilson after they played each other this year. And nobody has run to Russ's defense like we run to Shedeur's defense. And Sean Payton, he is guilty of being an a-hole towards Russ. Kevin Stefanski, the jury's still deliberating. Sean Payton is guilty. Russ Black, Payton White. Answer that.
I'm going to say this. When Russell Wilson signed with the Denver Broncos, Sean Payton was working in the media. And he got his own parking spot.
Yep.
He has his own strength and conditioning guy.
Yep.
Just the things that got out publicly, how they treated him, and then he didn't play well.
Yep.
So now you got linemen.
26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
But he didn't play well.
Fair, fine.
He didn't play well. Like, a lot of those, you can say, oh, it's garbage stats. Or
Yep.
He didn't play well enough for the team to be successful. Let me say that. So now Sean Payton is saying, you're getting all these privileges. You don't deserve this.
Isn't that the same thing with Shedeur?
What privilege did Shedeur get?
You getting like on the outside in.
He got no privilege.
No, but you're getting all of this attention. I'm getting all this backlash that I'm not making you a number one.
You know why, though?
Stefanski's like,
Shedeur Sanders is getting this attention because of who he played extremely well in college. He was supposed to be a first-round pick. He wasn't. That don't matter, right? When your daddy is Deion Sanders and the son played the way he did at Jackson State in Colorado, because we was like, oh, it's already look Colorado now. Look Colorado before. And so he actually was a lot better than he's been given credit for because they ass now. And so I just look at what Sean Payton did with Russell Wilson more as a reflection of, I just don't like him as a player.
Yeah.
And you got all these privileges. And matter of fact, I don't think the players really liked him because I've never seen a defensive guy come at a quarterback like that and nobody come to the quarterback defense on the offensive side of the ball.
That's fair.
Like if the teams I was on, they'd have been fighting in the game.
Yeah.
They'd have been fighting right there.
Yeah.
Nobody came to his defense.
T, for the sake of time, eventually we got to move. Your quarterback for the Bengals, and I don't even know if y'all saw this today, Joe Burrow's talking like he might want to retire. We are going to get to that immediately after the Super Chats. I heard we got a 50 spot.
Oh.
I heard we got a 50 spot.
We did get a 50 ball from our dog, Vic Damone Jr.
Vic
Shout
Damone!
out, Vic. It's been
Vic
a couple
Damone.
days
Shout
since
out
we've
Vic,
seen
bro.
you.
Good to
Shout
have you
out,
back.
Vic. Vic said, much love. The show gets better every day. I think next year will say a lot for Shedeur in his future. They still have Watson on the books, and Stefanski will probably give him another shot. I think he has to. I think that almost goes without saying. Shout out to Vic Damone. We also got a couple other super chats. David Hotright said the Browns were forced into drafting Shedeur and are being forced into playing him.
Huh?
I think that's a...
Man, this dude, man, he watching TV like this.
What's happening?
He can't even see the game. His eyes is halfway closed.
I don't know what you watching. That was, you went back to back.
That boy squinting. He can't see.
And forced into playing him that's crazy. Also got one. Never mind, not going to read that. Random facts. Every coach Dylan Gabriel has had in college is represented by the same sports agency, including Stefanski. Again, we have to fact check these types of things.
He
But
can play, man. He can play. I like Dylan.
you are kind of on an island by yourself there,
I like
TJ.
Dylan.
I ain't going to lie.
But
I
again,
don't think Dylan's awful, but I don't think Dylan's better than Shedeur.
I'm biased.
Not
I
nowhere
know.
Of course
near
not.
Shedeur.
Of course not.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all I got. Yeah, I don't really have anything else. False equivalency. Russ needs to retire. Shedeur is our nephew. Acho, you don't understand. It's just a difference
So
of...
now 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Now he need to retire. He had 26 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. That he had beat the Chiefs for the first time the Broncos had in 10 attempts. Hadn't beat the Chiefs since the 2016 season. But now this is the ignorance I'm talking about, though. T said Russ wasn't playing well. That's fine. The Broncos had a chance to make the playoffs with 3 games left. Russ had beaten the Chiefs. 26 touchdowns that season, 8 picks, threw for like 3,300 yards, and then he needed to retire.
Hey, man, you know what I'd have liked to have seen is with Daniel Jones going down, could Russell Wilson take the Colts to the playoffs? I would have loved to seen how he would have played because Steichen is a hell of a play caller.
Yeah.
I would have loved to seen Russell Wilson with the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been.
I would have liked to see
cool.
that.
Real quick,
That'd have been
Acho,
nice.
was the Sean Payton example you brought up? Was that a racially grounded thing?
No, my point is coaches don't always like quarterbacks,
Okay.
and they don't always like them because of their personality.
But I'm saying
let
the
me-
disdain that he had for Russ. Do you think that because that was some of the things that you said earlier? Like it was so overtly obvious that he did not like Russ.
it was personality based.
Okay.
Sean Payton is a dog.
Yeah.
He's a crazy person.
Yep.
Sean Payton likes quarterbacks that are like dogs, kind of crazy people.
Yeah.
Russ isn't that. Russ is like a gentle, sweet.
So you
kind-
know Russ.
Let me jump in.
Is Bo Nix that?
Yes. Bo Nix is a crazy person.
Yeah, he is. I met Russ one time. Is he really genuinely just that nice of a person?
He is that.
I don't know him.
Nah, he's that
Same
nice.
draft
He's that
class.
that's him.
I've known Russ since we was in college. We met at
he's
the
just a
senior.
nice guy.
He's just a nice guy. Sean Payton don't want that. Sean Payton don't want you like going to children's hospitals. Sean Payton wants you watching tape and cussing out a mother effer. That's not Russ. Russ is gonna say like God bless you or God damn
And
it.
that's really him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look. Let me jump in here. I think people's frustrations, honestly, with the Stefanski situation is, why don't you like me? I just got here. I'm a 5th round pick. I put my head down. I started working. I'm out here working. I go out there. I perform better than any other quarterback you've had. And after the game, what's your response? Your response is, oh, bro, hey, IB, great catch. Great job running down there on special teams. Good
job,
Shedeur, good job.
Yeah.
Why don't you like me? I'm the one saving your bum ass a job right now.
Yeah. That's what he doing.
Why don't you like me? And that to me is the frustration.
And I think it's also different with the Russ situation because Russ was an established veteran. Like you said, he had, 10 Pro Bowls at that point?
But here's the thing.
I mean, Shedeur 23.
Shedeur 23. Like the Super Chat said.
Y'all aren't investigating the situation enough.
Okay.
Sean Payton didn't like Russell Wilson before he knew Russell Wilson. Sean Payton
I
said,
agree with that. I
Thank
agree.
you.
He
He
said it on
said it on television.
Yes, he did.
And he
Yes,
said
he
it
did.
in the press conference before he ever met Russ. He said,
he did.
well, we're not doing that around here.
Yes, he did.
They asked Sean Payton about Russell Wilson's parking spot and his office. We're not doing that. Like, Sean Payton didn't like Russ before he knew Russ.
I
And he was
agree with that.
wrong
We've
for
seen
that.
enough from Stefanski to say that he hasn't liked Shedeur from the
No,
jump.
I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay,
I'm just
okay.
saying we've seen this before.
Yeah.
I'm not going to act like this Kevin Stefanski Shedeur situation is
It's
A,
unusual.
exclusively race-based, or B, unusual.
Got it.
It's personality-based.
Yeah. It's
Russ
wrong,
hasn't-
whatever it is, though.
Correct.
But
It's
guess
wrong.
what,
Correct.
though? Stefanski, he hitting that U-turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
He hitting that U-turn.
Well,
Because
Shedeur knocked him out the
he
driver's
has
seat.
no
Facts.
choice.
Shedeur ain't give him a chance.
I'm
He has
turning
no
this joint
choice
around.
because-
Correct.
Literally, if Shedeur Sanders turns out to be the franchise quarterback, he can get Kevin Stefanski fired if he wants to.
Yeah.
Big if, though.
If he wants to. Now, he has to play like a franchise
Correct.
quarterback, and if he does, I don't want him as my coach.
But
He'd
you-
be
but
gone.
can I tell you?
Okay,
You go.
I was
I'm
going to say,
chilling,
can I
I'm
tell
chilling.
you why it relates to Black Americans the way that it does, though? I came in, everyone thought I was talented enough to go and do it. You don't like me for whatever reason, but you're now having to deal with it. You remember okay, you won't remember, you're not that old, but USC, Alabama, way back in the 60s.
of
Alabama
course.
goes in with an all-white team, black team on the other side. Bear Bryant's like, I'm not going to have
Sam Bam
any
Cunningham.
black people. I'm not going to have any of these black people on my damn team. Guess what happened? Dude ran for 230 on their ass. Now I have to have them. Oh, now I'm in a position where he didn't just magically start liking black people, but he had to deal with it. It's like, and I'm not saying that's the same exact thing that's going on with Kevin Stefanski, but that's what
If you
people
gonna help
see.
me, I'll deal
That's
with
what
you.
people see.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
here's-
Yeah.
Bro,
But
you have a
here's-
black quarterback that just took over the helmet. He's the best that I've seen.
Here's my frustration is, then keep that same energy for all black quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like, that is my frustration.
It may not
Like,
be.
Russ not gonna
it may
resonate with
not
people
be-
like
But
Shedeur,
may-
bro.
but that's the problem.
It may not be the black quarterback. It may just be that black quarterback.
But that is my issue. Because Care Bear, you're right, and Care Bear just dropped a gem on y'all. Sam
he
Bam
cooked.
Cunningham, Randall
He
Cunningham's
cooked.
brother,
He
quite
cooked.
literally integrated football. It's not a story
Yeah,
that
no,
you can
it's
even read about.
actually the truth.
1960,
You
it's
gotta go watch
the
it.
very true thing that happened. USC schedules a home and away, knowing that they're going to lose. Bear Bryant schedules a home and away, knowing he's going to lose. But he was like, look, the only way this team's going to get integrated is if we lose to black players. So
Yep.
that's why I did it. He just dropped a gem on y'all
Yeah.
in a speakeasy.
Yeah,
You
fire.
get gems for free, unless you're super chat. With that being said, though, keep that same energy for all black quarterbacks. And my problem is we don't. Because Russ didn't have all these defenders. Russ didn't, and why? Because why?
You know why?
I do know why.
Yeah.
But I need y'all to know why.
Yeah.
We
So
know
like
why.
that's my problem.
I'm
If
not here to call
everybody had
Stefanski
the
a
same
racist.
energy,
You want me to say it? You gonna tell why? It's because Russell Wilson isn't considered. He don't act like us. He ain't like us.
He's not representative of your everyday black American.
He ain't like us.
Yeah.
When we rookies, we all gonna go out. We hanging. We chilling. He ain't doing that with us.
but do you see how?
And so that is why.
He's
Like
right.
that's
He
why.
is. He is right.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know
He
Russell
shouldn't be
Wilson.
ostracized for that, though.
But
But
that's
he
just
is.
how it
Yeah.
is.
And,
I hear you.
but that to me is the dilemma. It's like so long as is blackness has to be monolithic. How can progress be made if it's like, well, Russ ain't he ain't us. Russ ain't really black.
Well, I think it's less about the Russ isn't black or isn't represented. It's more about Sean Payton, because Russ doesn't carry himself like that. That can't be the reason that Sean Payton was hating on him. It was because he actually didn't like Russell Wilson. Whereas with Shedeur,
Bro.
you can easily point to, Shedeur walks, he talks, he acts, he thinks, he plays, he dresses, he carries himself.
He does what?
Hey.
He acts what? He does finish those sentences.
Like your everyday black American can relate to.
But listen.
Russell
dilemma.
Wilson doesn't.
Hey.
So, but what I'm saying is, so Shedeur's not getting picked on.
But what's the way to walk black and talk black and carry yourself black? That to me, not true.
No, it ain't.
It's
It's not walking black and talking black. It's being with us. Meaning, if we go to the club, you ain't got to drink and smoke, but you can't go to the club with us. Marshawn Lynch didn't even have his cell phone number, bro. We on the same team.
Nah, that's crazy.
You think you that much better than me that I got to communicate with you through Pete Carroll? That's why. How we on the same team? And I don't have your cell phone number. Because I'm not even going to call you like that.
Yeah.
Because I know how you are. But I got to communicate through Pete. That is like those type of stories.
I think that was later on, though, Russ. That was after they were no longer teammates later on, though, Russ.
But even still, those type of stories are why. Because only the people that know and played with Russell Wilson know how he is. But those are the stories. That's why, like, what would Russ, go Hawks, right? That's what he was saying?
Go Hawks, yeah. And then let's ride.
Broncos country.
Right.
Country. Let's ride.
We view that as like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And so that is why, like, I've always said, I don't know Russ, but I would love him to marry my daughter because he seemed like he going to treat my daughter the way she should be treated. Yeah. I wish I could treat my wife the way he seemed like he would. But he don't seem like he fits in with us, and that's why. It ain't like he. It ain't like he.
But for me, it's even less than that, Acho. The point that I'm trying to make is that you can't look to Sean Payton and Russell Wilson's relationship and be like, oh, he's hating on him because he's black. Because Russ is not overtly representative of black American culture. Shedeur absolutely is. So you can say, even if it's theory or slightly ungrounded or unsubstantiated or even a little bit or overtly substantiated, that, oh, he's hating on Shedeur because he is representative of what Shedeur, a black American
people see
is.
themselves in Shedeur, and then they see how they perceive Stefanski to be treating him. And to me, do I think Kevin Stefanski's racist? No, I don't. No. But also at the same time, I think a lot of people see, Shedeur acts a lot similarly to what I would act like if I was in that position. Sure. Because of that, they're like, man, he getting disrespected for just being himself.
For me, the speculation is warranted. That's all I'm saying.
If you like him for just being him, then it's like, you wouldn't like me for just being me.
How you think Jerry Jeudy act? I've been around Jerry Jeudy. You've been around Jerry Jeudy.
No, I've been around, but I don't know him like that.
How you think David Njoku act?
Yeah.
And they start.
Yeah.
Start.
Yeah.
Been starting.
I hear you.
So you can't say it's because of how Shedeur acts exclusively.
Yeah.
You might say, I don't want my quarterback
to act like that. It's not
the
way he acts. It's the persona. It's that. Because we don't see quarterbacks do those things. A quarterback may celebrate, but we don't see that. Or we haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Not from the black quarterback.
Yeah.
Vic wasn't doing it.
Only Cam.
Cam was doing it, but it was more of a, I'm Superman. It wasn't like a flashy type.
Well, and Cam was. Remember, if Shedeur was a 6'5",
if he was a first
250 pound,
right?
The other thing, and I've had agents call me, high powerful agents in the NFL, the represent like big time cats, and tell me, Shedeur has done all this and he ain't done yet. He's like, I hope he does do something, but like he ain't done nothing yet. Cam's first 2 games in the NFL threw for 400 yards.
But they want
back to back.
So they want Shedeur to walk in with his tail tucked because he was a 5th rounder. You can't do all of that.
Yes.
You can't do all of that unless you're drafted high.
Correct.
But that's not it. His personality and his self-belief is who he is.
Yeah.
So now I got to tone this down.
Right.
Because I wasn't drafted where I thought I should have been or where you guys believe I should have been to act that way.
We've all played, we both played at the collegiate level. I wish Jackson Jeffcoat, his dad played for the Dallas Cowboys, right? Won a couple Super Bowls. Jackson Jeffcoat, 5-star everything recruit out of Plano, East or West, right? 5-star recruit. Yep. He comes into Texas, shoulders back, chest all out, 6'5", 250, number 1 player in the nation, like he's somebody. I'm a 3-star. If you don't sit your $5 down, you know what I'm saying?
I make change.
And I'm sitting here like, you ain't done nothing yet. In high school, cold as could be. Your dad, cold as could be. But who are you?
How would that play in the social media era though now? Today,
the point I'm making is half the time you do have to earn the right to stick your chest out.
Yeah.
I don't care how good you were at a lower level.
That's very
You
true.
got to earn the
That's
right
true.
to stick your chest out. I remember when me and Trent Richardson, same draft class. He was number 1 overall pick to the Browns, or number 3 overall pick in the first round, number 4. I was a 6th round pick. Trent is Trent Richardson. Trent Richardson, one of the greatest college running backs of the generation. And everybody looking at Trent like Joe Hayden and Joe Thomas like, bruh, that you was nice in college. So go sit down somewhere. It's what it is, T. So it frustrates me when everybody wants to act like the Shedeur situation is an anomaly. You got to earn the right to stick your chest out. Chad Johnson he became Chad when he became Chad.
He wasn't like that in college.
Correct. His last name was Johnson back then, not Ocho Cinco. Let's be honest.
And Shedeur hasn't done anything. Shedeur wasn't doing all this bravado and acting out and being uber confident. He wasn't doing that. It was just we wanted to see him play. We wanted to see him get reps. Y'all losing. Are you going to give him a chance? It wasn't him.
Yeah.
It was us.
Yeah.
I just think.
What a show.
Yeah, it's been a show, man. It's been
cooking.
Hey, y'all
Speakeasy, man.
Y'all in for a treat because our Wednesday shows is going crazy tonight. Put your seatbelt on because even this topic had me scratching my head like, is Joe Burrow going to retire?
Yeah, no. So look, today is Joe Burrow's 29th birthday, and during his media availability today, seemed to have a lot to say, just reminiscing on such a career. I'll let you guys take a listen. You guys, I guess we do not have audio on this, but I'll just read to you guys what he said. He said, if I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing this.
Rome, find another clip. Keep reading it for now.
I have been through a lot. If it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? That's the mindset I'm trying to bring to the table. Question asked, you seem frustrated. He responded, there are just a lot of things going on right now. A lot of things going on. Question asked, football related or personal? Joe Burrow responds, all of the above. This was in response to him being asked about the 3 injuries that he's had that have been pretty serious and kept him out for a lot of time. Them missing the playoffs this year and whatnot. Do you guys think Joe Burrow is broken in any way?
I think Joe Burrow's spirits are broken, and rightfully so. He's human. You know how hard it is to play the game of football. Now you know how hard it is to rehab so that you can play the game of football. You know how hard it is to wake up every day in pain, put on them pads, go out there and play the game of football? You know how hard it is to play the game of football when you know you can't make the playoffs, given how talented you are as an individual? Joe Burrow got 4 more weeks to play, and he's playing them for no reason at all besides to put a smile in fans' faces because he ain't going nowhere, and the check is going to cash regardless. I think his spirit is broken. I don't think his talent is broken. I don't think he's broken. But if you're Joe Burrow and you're looking at your career, 3 consecutive seasons without making the playoffs. You play at an all-pro level, you don't make the playoffs. You get hurt in 2025, you don't make the playoffs. You get hurt in 2023, you don't make the playoffs. So Joe Burrow's last 3 years, hurt, missed the playoffs, all-pro level, missed the playoffs, hurt, missed the playoffs. And he got to go to work again next year, hoping for the best. It's tough on your spirits, bro. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Joe Burrow pull an Andrew Luck. I wouldn't be surprised. Offensive line has been horrendous since he got into the league. And the injuries that have kept Joe Burrow out of playing are the injuries we know about. Imagine how many other injuries he's dealt with. ACL, MCL, PCL, calf injury, thumb injury, toe injury. And those are the only ones I know about. Imagine all the other injuries he's dealing with. And Joe Burrow's doing all of this rehab to not even get to the playoffs. He doing all this rehab to not even win 10 games. When's the last time Joe Burrow won 10 games? 2022?
Y'all got the sound? I need to hear this tone.
I think the last time is 2022. Rome, are we ready?
I'll let you guys play it. Also, a crazy thing. I did not know Joe Burrow is 29. He's
came
older.
to the league old.
Yeah, he older than Sam Darnold is. I don't even sound right. Yeah.
Rome,
what you guys think?
No, it certainly doesn't change my desire to win. If I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it. I've been through a lot, and if it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? So that's mindset I'm trying to bring to the table.
How much fun are you having right now? Is it difficult to have fun given the season, what you've been through physically, emotionally, all of it? Is it tough?
Yeah, certainly.
Did you have fun playing? How much of it was fun before? Winning's always fun, but in general, was it as fun before you got hurt? Did you view it that way, at least?
No, I wouldn't say I viewed it that way. I think.
What was the changing point?
Changing point. I'm not sure there was a singular moment or of time. It's just a reflection on a lot of things that I've done and been through in my career. I think I've been through more than most, and certainly not easy on the brain or the body. So just trying to have fun doing it again.
Just first, I want to say, man, I hope Joe Burrow, if he is going through something, bro, I hope he finds the happiness that he's looking for, because this is like that was really tough. That was a tough listen, to be honest with you. That was a really tough listen. I'll let you go ahead, TJ.
I don't see him retiring, but that's somebody that is never fun when you lose, man. It's never fun when you know you damn near got to be perfect just to win a game. That's frustration. That's what that is. That's frustration. And he's expressing that verbally for everybody. Normally, a lot of guys, they keep that to themselves. But that's letting the front office know, like, we got to do better. And I get tired of people. We talked about this, I believe it was yesterday. Oh, he wanted to pay T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. Mm-hmm. Again, y'all, if y'all really knew sports and you looked at these teams, you can really pay a lot of guys. Just go look at the teams that are successful. They pay a lot of guys. We got 3 guys on the team making money. Joe, T, and Jamar. The Eagles got about 10, 11, 12. Detroit Lions got about 12, 13. The Chiefs also. You can do it if you want to do it. The Bengals got to be careful because it's only so much a guy can take.
Yeah.
Before he says, I want out.
He
can pull this Carson Palmer.
Is this frustration or is this emotional and physical exhaustion? This to me sounds like exhaustion. I think Joe Burrow is looking at his career. I think he's looking at his life, and he's saying, I made $200+ million. I get hurt 50% of the time I step on the football field. I get hurt. We haven't won in years.
Acho.
I don't even know if Joe Burrow still has a winning record.
Acho.
He might be below 500. Go ahead.
Wow.
When he got hurt early in the year,
yeah,
the injuries, frustration, okay, and it's weighing on him. Mm-hmm. If the Bengals had gone 500 while he was out and they were still in playoff contention, would we get the same Joe Burrow right there?
Of course not.
Exactly.
Of course not. So
to me, it's the mental anguish of the same old shit again.
Yeah.
Because if they were winning or if they just had an opportunity to get into the playoffs, I don't believe we get this press conference.
Agreed. But T, if you're Joe Burrow, there's no light at the end of the tunnel for him. 3 straight years, T, without the playoffs. Bro, that's an eternity. In the NFL, that's an eternity. The average NFL career is 3 years. He's now gone an average NFL career without even making the playoffs. And the worst part about it, T, only thing worse than not making the playoffs is having success early and then not making the playoffs.
You know what's worse with this year? The division is so winnable. Mm-hmm. The division is so winnable.
This could have been his breakout season.
The division is so winnable with the way the Steelers and the Ravens are like. Are you kidding me that we could win? Like, we get hurt. You gonna get hurt. You deal with the injury. You deal with the rehab. Everybody that's played football has gotten hurt, and you deal with it. But when you're losing, it bothers you. It bothers you because you know there's more that can be done to prevent us from losing. Like, people, the mental health and this and that, that's frustrating that, okay, ACL, the calf was minor. The calf was minor. But the ACL, the wrist, and now the foot. But y'all cannot tell me if the Bengals were a game over 500 or 500, we get that same press conference.
Well, because
no way.
The fun is in winning. I'll never forget. Will Muschamp, my coach, he told me, Acho, the fun is in winning. I didn't know what he meant at the time because we always won in my first couple years. Then about my third year, when we went 5-7, I was like, oh, this sucks. Like, this is terrible. Then I get drafted to the Cleveland Browns. We go 5-12 or 4-13 my first year, T. It's cold every day. We're out of the playoffs by like week 10 or week 11. We know we don't have a shot. I'm hurt with the torn MCL. And I'm like, this football thing is miserable. I hate this. Hate it.
You know what else, too? When have we ever seen Joe Burrow get up and talk his personal life?
Yeah.
So anytime he gets up and talk, it's really about his professional life. He don't let you in on his personal life. So now all of a sudden, this is personal? It got to be professional because that's all he's ever given us is a professional take about the team and himself.
T, but I haven't said this yet. Let me go here. We haven't, not even have we ever. We haven't, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, seen a quarterback as talented as Joe Burrow in his prime miss the playoffs 3 consecutive years. We haven't. I was researching this last year. Once Peyton Manning got to his prime, he was in them playoffs. Once Brady, once Rodgers got to their primes, once Breeze got to their primes, they was in them playoffs. Hell, I don't know if Dak Prescott's missed the playoffs 3 years in a row.
Hey, you know what's crazy, though? All those players you named, you can name at least 2 studs on defense on every play. On each team you just named with those players, you can name them. Maybe 3 or 4.
Sure. But that doesn't...
Who are you going to name on the Bengals?
I would only name Hendrickson.
That's it. You go to the coach, you're going, Mathis, Freeney, Bob Sanders. Easily. Antoine Bethea. Easily. Drew Brees. You're going to name some guys. Who you going to name? Hendrickson? That's it. And that's the problem. Like, we don't have guys on defense, and they trying. They drafting guys first round. They just not playing up to where they're drafted.
Does Burrow retire or demand a trade sooner? What comes first?
Oh, he loved football. I cannot see him retiring. He would demand a trade before he retired. He would demand but again, I'm speaking also from my lens. Like, I just love football. I couldn't imagine somebody that talented, that young.
Luck.
But Luck was, it's like a different dude. Joe Burrow don't strike me as Andrew Luck, and then I'm going to go be the president. Or what is he? The general manager at Stanford. I don't see Joe Burrow doing that. He just going to go off into the sunset and chill. Like, Joe Burrow going to rap concerts. I don't see Andrew Luck doing that. You know what I'm saying? And so I could see a demand of trade before I retire. The game is never fun when you losing.
Never. And
you feel like I'm that dude, but my team is straight ass.
Trey, I know we got some super chats, G.
Straight cheeks.
We got 3 $50 super chats.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
3 $50 ones. Just since I read the last one. So shout out to y'all. Listen, they coming with the heavy hitters tonight. So Shiru RBJ, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, said, Joe Burrow seems like his spirits are broken, and it is the Bengals' fault. 2020, you have the worst offensive line in the league. Go to the Super Bowl and trade your best offensive lineman to the Chiefs. Then play 3 years of injuries in Magic City. It's rough.
You're not wrong.
No.
And they got complacent and comfortable.
Yeah.
You go to the Super Bowl with this bad old line. And that's what people, oh, man, I done been to the Super Bowl in my second year. Shit, I'm getting back.
Yeah.
And can't even get in the playoffs, let alone the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You take it for granted.
No, most definitely. Brand's book said, great take earlier by the Cowgirl fan about Acho employing an all-black male cast. The true definition of pro-black is helping the progression of the black community. Also, Acho, I agree with your take on Russ. You aren't like RG3 or Jason Shitlock.
Bro, can we be honest? That's where y'all go a lot of the times, bro. Y'all got to chill out with that shit. Bro, he is not Jason Whitlock, bro. Yeah. Let's relax, bro.
I seen that today.
I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that dude is terrible.
And he's intentionally
terrible
like
for
that.
sure. Yeah, he's terrible.
He said, "I'm comfortable being a." Yoza7914 said, "I'm going to be honest. I actually agree with Acho. I don't like all black people being lumped into one box. That comedian said it best. We have brothers, black folks, African Americans, OGs, etc. Also, please listen to Care Bear. Jalen squirts his buns. Dallas Cowboys for life." I still hate that you said that.
Jalen squirts.
I hate that you said that.
We got the Hershey squirts, man.
That's just that's bad.
The Hershey hurts.
Yo, shout out to they throwing us oops in the super chat though. Y'all run the show.
I'm saying,
listen,
I act like I run the show, but y'all say super chats, and then based on your super chats, we talk about
cooking.
It. You want to talk Jalen Hurts? We gonna talk Jalen.
Speaking of Jalen squirts,
okay,
we're about to get into a segment in which I think I actually have to defend Jalen Hurts. Goodness gracious. But essentially, we had a situation, Philly Sports Talk Radio, where Nick Sirianni was talking to the host of the show and was asked about a possible change at quarterback. I'll let you guys take a listen to this absolute nonsense.
Definitely your starter Sunday?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there a possibility later this season, if he continues to struggle, that you can make a change at the quarterback spot?
No, I think that's ridiculous. I think, Jalen Hurts, I know every time I go out in that field, with Jalen Hurts as our quarterback, we have a chance to win the game. And that's something that's been proven. We've won a lot of football games. And again, we don't ever go into something and assign, this is a team game. This is the most ultimate team game. So when you win together as a team, you lose together as a team. It's never just one thing. I kind of said that,
and yada, 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 a bunch of coach speak.
Hey, can I say, some things, T, you shouldn't even dignify with the response. Like, some things are so dumb, you don't even dignify with your oxygen, with the air in your lungs. Considering benching Jalen Hurts is the dumbest sports take I have heard today outside of Matt Barnes. Like, that's just dumb. You don't bench Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP, and put the team on his back in those Super Bowls. Even against the Rams in the playoffs last year, 44-yard touchdown run. Hell, even against the Chargers, as bad as that game was, we're watching it together. Me, Care Bear, and Shady in this joint.
Yeah.
And we're saying Jalen Hurts was probably going to lead that team on a touchdown drive to win the game.
I thought he was going to go win it.
Bad game. Made some bad plays. Is he an elite quarterback? No. Is he a winning quarterback? Absolutely. And the Eagles team is built around Jalen Hurts. They're great everywhere else, haven't been playing great all season long. Is Jalen Hurts holding the team back? Okay, he's holding the team back to making the playoffs every year as a starter. He's holding the team back to still leading the NFC East. He's holding the team back to 2 Super Bowls in 4 years. He's holding the team back to a Super Bowl MVP. He's holding the team back to 2 Super Bowl appearances. He's holding the team back to making the playoffs with a different offensive coordinator every year he's been there. He's holding the team back to being the best team outside the Chiefs over the last 4 years. What are we talking about?
No, I'm not bitching Jalen Hurts. That's dumb. Just get rid of the guy calling the plays and you'll get better.
Mm-hmm.
Or Sirianni, you the man in charge. Take charge.
Yeah.
You start calling the plays. And so, no, I'm not. Benching Jalen Hurts is crazy.
Insane.
Dude just won a Super Bowl. The Super Bowl MVP. It just shows you how fickle fans are. They love you 1 minute, the next minute they hate you. Like, I would have been like, absolutely not. Next question. I'm not even going to elaborate. Y'all crazy. Boom, done. Like, bench Jalen for who? Who we putting in? Who we going to put in? And I know the backup.
Yeah.
And I like him. Tanner McKee's the backup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But bitching Jalen Hurts? Come on, man.
I'll say this. I think, okay. One, I feel like everyone in Philadelphia sports media has been like, oh, it's Patullo's fault. Oh, it's the offensive line's fault. Jalen has a stinker, and now it's all Jalen Hurts' fault. I felt this entire season, and I know a lot of people are going to call me a Jalen hater. That's the most popular take. Care Bear's a Jalen hater. I felt like Jalen was as responsible as the offensive line if they were struggling. I felt like he was a part to blame as well. Taking it to this point is crazy. Your reigning defending Super Bowl MVP midway through the season, you're asking about him being benched is ridiculous.
As a Cowboy fan, don't you want him benched?
As a Cowboys fan, I mean, I don't really fear Jalen Hurts like that. But look at our record against him. I'm just being honest with you. But I'll put it this way. Jalen Hurts is not the Eagles' sole problem. Is he a part of it? Absolutely. Absolutely he is. Benching him is one of the most insane asks I've ever seen a media member do, especially asking the head coach that in the middle of the season. What do you expect him to say? As a matter of fact, Acho, I completely agree with you. He should have hung up the phone at that point.
Correct.
It makes absolutely no sense. Jalen Hurts, we have seen him perform really well. Do I think that this marriage of him and Kevin Patullo's offense is a good thing for him? Absolutely not. It's absolutely not. And I think he's a lot better than what he showed. That was the worst game of his entire career. I'm not going to judge him based off of just that.
Now, here's the problem, and here's what Jalen has to fix. Jalen doesn't build up enough equity to have these type of stinkers. Like, you ever go to the ATM and you try to make a withdrawal and it's like insufficient funds?
A Super Bowl is equity.
It is, but it's not enough to have these type of stinkers. Not when the duration of the season, Saquon Barkley is the best player on the team. Then you go show out in the Super Bowl, and then your average for 10 weeks, 12 weeks, stinker in the 13th week. Like, he hasn't built up enough career equity. Patrick Mahomes had a stinker. We're not talking about it. Because Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, no, but nobody cares about it. Yeah.
Matthew Stafford against the Panthers. Stinker.
Yeah.
Lost his team the game single-handedly.
He's MVP
We're not
favorite
talking about
again.
it.
Yeah.
Still an MVP frontrunner if you look at the Vegas odds. But Jalen Hurts this season has been average. His career, many people suggest, has been average. So the problem, T, is like he just hasn't built up, in my mind, enough equity. Super Bowl MVP is equity, but it's not enough equity to be average all season or average all last season, great in the Super Bowl, and then that's really the issue.
It's because Jalen Hurts is not looked at as an elite quarterback. Matthew Stafford is. Patrick Mahomes is. So when they have a stinker, it's like, oh, no big deal. Water off a duck's back. They're going to be good next week.
Mm-hmm.
And when Jalen Hurts has it, it's like, oh, is he going to play like this again next week? Whereas somebody else does it, you know it's not going to happen next week. But when Jalen does it, it's like, uh-oh, here we go. And so that's all. Jalen Hurts, to me, is a perfect quarterback for the Eagles. He's going to do whatever is needed to win.
Correct.
And he's shown that. And it's not how Mahomes is going to make plays. It's not how Matthew Stafford is going to throw the ball. It's not how Josh Allen is going to do both. But he's going to make plays and win. Mm-hmm. And Philadelphia has gotten spoiled, man. They've gotten spoiled. Yeah. They've gotten spoiled. Very much so spoiled. They've gotten spoiled because they have such a great team. And this year is going to end in a disappointment. And that's okay.
Do we look at Jalen Hurts incorrectly in the sense that we still don't necessarily value the dual threat quarterback? Like, we'd rather Matthew Stafford. Jalen Hurts has won at a higher clip than Matthew Stafford. He's kept Matthew Stafford from winning another Super Bowl. He's kept Matthew Stafford from going to another Super Bowl. But everybody would say Stafford clears Jalen. Because as a traditional pocket passer, Stafford clears Jalen.
Yeah.
But as a winner, with all due respect, it's really not even a conversation. Jalen easily clears Stafford.
But you know what everybody's going to say.
What's that?
You know what everybody's going to say. They switch roles, then how it's going to look. That's what everybody going to say.
But then I would say this.
And now that the roles are somewhat, because you count Stafford's when he was with the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Trash. If you look at Stafford, now that the teams are.
They've been on their teams around the same time.
No, I'm saying like the talent on the Rams now is somewhat catching up to the Eagles.
But I give you this. Let me give you this. If Hurts was on the Rams team the year they won the Super Bowl, the Rams win the Super Bowl.
Nah.
Hell no.
Nah, they're not beating the Bengals. He's not making that throw. No.
He doesn't have to. He'd run.
Nah.
This is a problem I have. This is a problem I have with specifically you, Care Bear, because you started yelling. At least T was respectful.
I'm not.
He uses the inside voice.
No.
Here's a problem I have. Is Sean McVay's his OC. You don't think Sean McVay would have gotten the best out of Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts would have probably run for 1,000 yards that season, thrown for 3,200 yards that season, and in the playoffs, no, he might not have made the passes, he would have made the runs. So what I'm trying to say is, if Jalen Hurts was on a team with a great offensive mind, if Jalen Hurts was on the Rams, Puka, Devontae, that offensive line, Kyron Williams, plus Blake Corum, plus Sean McVay, plus that defensive line, bro, they're doing the same thing.
When you look at the Rams and Eagles, where do the Rams have a better set of players than what the Eagles have?
Defensive line right now. All season based on how they've been playing. Easily. Not close. Jalen Carter hasn't been playing well. Jordan Davis has made some splash plays, and the two edge rushers have been hurt.
They just sacked Justin Herbert 7 times. They pressured him 68%
I think
of passing
the Rams still should have more sacks. I mean, the D-line, give me the Rams.
That's a push to me. I like the Rams. I like the Rams, but that may be a push. Outside, and if you do give it to the Rams, every other position on the field is going to the Eagles.
Not wide receiver?
Yeah. Right now? Yeah.
Be respectful.
Yeah. I'm being respectful.
Puka.
If we had a redraft right now, wide receivers, you starting a brand new team. No matter like new offensive coordinator for both. You have the choice. I either get Devontae Adams or AJ Brown. Who are you taking?
Right now.
At this age?
Yeah.
AJ, but you should have said.
Hold on.
You should have said
Then we'll
AJ
go to
and Puka.
Devontae Adams or Puka? Not in Sean McVay's system. Devontae Adams or Puka. Can you, bro? Do you know what Devontae?
No, you mean
do you know
Devontae Smith.
Do you know what Devontae Smith would do in Sean McVay's system?
1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns.
You wish
He'd be a number 2.
You wish he'd do that.
He'd be a number 2,
brother.
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is there a world where we've incorrectly looked at Jalen Hurts?
Oh, yeah. Jalen Hurts doesn't get a lot of credit because of the team
Correct.
that he has around him. But we forget that Super Bowl that they lost to the Chiefs, he outplayed Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts was cooking. He played extremely well when they lost to the Chiefs. Extremely well. They just took the L. To me, Jalen Hurts, because of Kevin Patullo, is taking a lot of the blame. But that's what comes with being a quarterback.
Absolutely.
You get way too much of the credit, and you're going to take a lot of the blame.
But Patullo been taking all the blame for Jalen Hurts' bad play this season though too. Like I'm sorry, bro.
Care Bear,
I'm sorry.
If you give
I hear
me,
you.
if you call better plays at the right time, Jalen Hurts ain't gonna be playing the way he's playing.
That's true.
Like play calling is an art, man. I got to be able to set it up to where I'm calling the right play at the right time, like Sean Payton do and Sean McVay do.
Yeah.
And Shanahan seem like he do it every play. It's an art of setting teams up, showing them something, but setting them up for later on so I can get the big play.
I don't think Patullo's good, but I'll say this though too. The Jalen Hurts, we got to stop acting like Jalen Hurts was not born on third base, bro. In the National Football League. This man has the best.
He wasn't born on third.
The cream of the crop.
He wasn't born on
third. He wasn't born on it.
He has 2 guys that would be number 1 on most of the teams in the NFL. He has the best, most gifted running back that has touched the National Football League in the last 10 to 15 years.
Let me ask y'all this. This is the question.
Bro.
Does Jalen Hurts need more accommodations, be it coaching staff, players, teammates around him? He
definitely don't need more teammates
than other quarterbacks that are in his echelon.
To win, absolutely. But where I think Care Bear is being disrespectful is here. One, Jalen Hurts wasn't born on third base in the NFL because Carson Wentz that year had 4 wins and then he got benched. Mm-hmm. 2, Jalen Hurts has been just as big a factor as everybody else that's been added to that team. AJ Brown was added to that team. Jalen Hurts played at an all-pro level. Devontae Smith was drafted and added to that team. Saquon Barkley was added to that team. Jalen Hurts has been the same contributing factor. If you remove Jalen Hurts but keep all those players, the Eagles do not go to 2 Super Bowls. And I'm not convinced they win one. So, when you added Saquon, and remember, Jalen Hurts is an all-pro, runner-up for MVP. You know what I mean? And I'm not even the biggest Jalen Hurts lover in the world, but I simultaneously have to acknowledge, like you added AJ and you added Smitty and you added Saquon, Jalen Hurts elevated his game to that of at minimum a top 10 quarterback.
I think he's a top 15 guy. 100%.
That's not saying anything.
That is saying something. Top 15 is good. Top 15 is solid.
There's only 32 teams.
He has the best supporting cast. I think he's top 15.
Top 15
that's okay.
that's an insult.
That's not an insult. He's a top 15
There's only
quarterback.
32 quarterbacks, not even 32 starters. There's probably 29 starters because the other 3 are just kind of fringe guys.
Where are you putting?
Top 10 easily. Honestly, I'd probably go top 6, top 7. But I respect winning. And
you're gonna win with
I can watch the Rams game and view his 44-yard touchdown run the same as a pass. Other people can't. Others are like, oh, he didn't do anything in the Rams game. And
I think winning is a team accomplishment. Justin Fields was 4-1 as a starter with the Steelers.
Winning's not a team accomplishment. Winning is an effing quarterback accomplishment. And this is coming from a defensive player.
Nah,
I've been on teams.
Trent Dilfer was top 10 because he won a freaking Super Bowl.
No, because if given enough time, the law of averages will prevail. Everybody will come back down to the average. You can have a good season. Mm-hmm. You can have a good game. But given enough time, the law of averages will tell you exactly who Justin Fields is. He comes back down to his average. So winning is not you could have the best team in the world, lose your quarterback, and it's a wrap. So don't tell me that winning is based upon a team. Sure, team matters. Quarterback is it.
everybody believes or has believed that, okay, this is going to be the year the Buffalo Bills get over the hurdle.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. And Josh Allen is a top 2 quarterback in the league. If it's all about the quarterbacks, why ain't he carrying them to a Super Bowl?
He's carrying them far, though.
No. Carry them further.
Let me ask you
Mahomes
this,
not
though.
going to be in the playoffs this year because
I'll take this. Give me
Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league.
He ain't been playing like it.
No. He's the best quarterback in the league.
He ain't been playing like it.
You're right. Why they not going to make the playoffs this year? If it's always about the quarterback.
His team has law of averages.
No.
Though, T. There's always an outlier. I'm not saying every time, but I'm saying the reason that the Chiefs have been so good isn't always because of the team.
But you said earlier, Peyton Manning, when you're in your prime, you can't miss the playoffs.
Yeah. Multiple
Patrick
times.
Mahomes in his prime.
Yep.
He'll miss the playoffs.
And you have a top 10 defense, 7 to be specific.
Yep.
You're not making the playoffs?
Let me ask you this.
And so
let me ask you this, please. Let me ask you this. What would you rather have? Patrick Mahomes last year. Patrick Mahomes or the Chiefs team? You can only take one.
What?
I'll give you the other 21 starters.
Now,
or I'll give you Patrick Mahomes.
Where am I going with Mahomes?
It's spin the wheel. Would you rather have Patrick Mahomes? Because I'll tell you exactly what I'd rather have. Would you rather have Patrick Mahomes or the other 21?
I would rather have Patrick Mahomes.
Because the quarterback dictates winning.
Would you rather have Jalen Hurts or the other 21 on the Eagles?
If I got Pat Mahomes and I'm going to Tennessee,
let me ISO him real quick. Would you rather have Jalen Hurts or the other 21 on the Eagles?
Give me the other 21 on the Eagles.
You're taking that every time.
Yes, but
every time. If it was Patrick Mahomes or the other 21 on the Eagles, who are you going to take? It's a conversation. That's how good the other 21 on the damn Eagles are. It wouldn't be a conversation on any other team, Acho. Sorry. I had to.
My dog cooked with that one, Acho. He had you on the
Come
ropes.
on.
He had.
Hey, let's go. Yeah, let's do this. We got one more topic for y'all.
Speaking of the Chiefs, we got to talk about the Chiefs. Travis Kelce hopped on New Heights. Fun fact for you guys: I once worked for the company that started New Heights, and I got laid off so they could get those guys. So, yeah,
is that true?
It's very true. Wave Sports and Entertainment. Shout out to them, though, bro. They got me my start.
Random trauma dumping is.
No, I just had to. They made the right decision. It's not even trauma. They made the right decision.
Listen,
they absolutely did. They laid off me, who had nothing, they laid off like 30% of the company.
But in 10 years, where you gonna be?
Ooh, that's a good point. When I'm Travis's age, we'll come back and revisit.
Let's revisit.
See if it was a good thing.
Let's revisit.
They weren't gonna keep me that long, though. I'm not gonna lie. So I was gonna leave her. I was gonna be in the Speakeasy regardless. You know what I mean? All right.
That part.
So look, speaking of Travis Kelce, hopped on the New Heights show to talk with his brother about the frustrations from Sunday night's loss to the Texans. I'll let you guys take a listen.
Like I've always had the answers in years past, and this year I just can't find them, and I keep thinking if I show up to work and I put in the work and I fix the issues through my practice habits and through perfecting the game plan and my fundamentals and what I'm being taught, and go out there and try and play my ass off for my guys next to me, it's all going to come together like it has in years past. And this year is just not, man. Like I've always had the answers in years past.
So, fellas, Travis Kelce sitting here doing a very uber successful podcast, damn it, with his brother, who's also retired, or who's retired. Before we get there, he's marrying a billionaire. Do we trust Travis Kelce to turn things around?
Not optically. The reason I say that is, by most metrics, Travis Kelce's having a significantly better year this year than last year. Significantly. It's not close. Last year, he had 823 yards in 16 games. This year, he's got 727 yards in 13 games. Last year, 8 yards a catch. This year, 12 yards a catch. Last year, catch percentage, 72%. This year, 73%. By most metrics, Kelce's having a better year this year than last. Problem, he's had pivotal drops. Bigger problem, the Chiefs suck. So when the Chiefs suck, now you got to pull out a microscope. And now you got to pull out a microscope and say, why exactly do the Chiefs suck? Oh, wait. Travis Kelce. If we're being honest, Kelce's playing about this year like he did last, if not better. But when you lose, now we have to ask why you lost. Now that drop he had against the Houston Texans, it's a problem. It's a bigger problem. Whereas last year, make that same drop and the Chiefs win, all good. So to me, Travis's decline is being exacerbated because the team is losing, T.
100%. He's not making the plays in the big moments when he's always made them.
Mm-hmm.
And the Chiefs aren't winning. That drop, like, can he get it back? Yeah, he can get it back. Just catch the ball.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh, he not getting open. He's still getting open.
Yeah.
He's never been the fastest. He's savvy. He understands zones. He knows where to sit. Him and Mahomes had this chemistry. And so he's just had a couple of crucial drops in games that they needed. Yeah. And even if he catches the ball, it's no guarantee they're going to go down the field and score and win. But he's always made that play.
Yeah.
And now he isn't making the play. And so, yeah, he can get the ball. Can he get it back? Yeah. You think he's going to drop every ball this Sunday? No, he's not. He'll make some plays, and he'll feel good about himself.
Yeah.
And this will be a non-story. When you drop the ball, and in essence, you have been the go-to guy for Pat Mahomes for years, and you've always made the play, and now you're not.
Yeah.
Because what you said, he's playing way better than he played last year. So what you did in the offseason, the way you're practicing, all that, it's worked. He's just been overly critical of himself. That's what we do as athletes. Like, I'm going to hold myself accountable. Did I make the play? No. Would I have liked to make the play? Yeah. He'll be all right.
You know it's a bar, too, though, one of the best bars I've heard. Nobody cares what you're doing till you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So it's all fun and games, the pods, the billionaire, the trips, whatever, when the Chiefs are winning, when you catching the ball.
Yeah.
Do those same things and the Chiefs losing, now everybody cares. So the fact is, like, truth be told, Travis is playing as well as he's played since he was 33, like
they
3 years ago.
They went 15-2 last year, right?
Last year, I believe they're 15-2. And then the year before, obviously, they go to the Super Bowl again. But now that they're not, now you got to start asking questions, T. Now you're like, dang, is the whole system broken?
You start looking at the guys that aren't holding up their end of the bargain. But I played better this year than I played last year.
Correct.
Oh, we just went to the Super Bowl, had better team success. And so that kind of gets overlooked.
And you also start looking at costs. Who's expensive? Mahomes?
Yeah.
Chris Jones? Travis Kelce. Chris Jones ain't played at an elite level. Travis Kelce ain't played at an elite level. So the fastest way to get your money back, everybody's talking right now about Chris Jones and Travis Kelce. That's it.
I ain't gonna lie, Chris Jones, them last 3 games though, he knew
He turned it up.
his ass
Chris
been
turned it up.
balling.
But the fact
He
of the
been
matter is,
balling.
it's too little, too late.
Yeah.
Travis can't be I'll be honest. Travis can't get paid what he's getting paid moving forward.
But this
That's
is
the thing,
why?
though.
Like,
Because he's not at that level anymore.
Because
just
he's
not.
about to marry a billionaire. That's
Yeah,
why
exactly.
he can't
You're
get
not
paid
hurting
what
for-
he's
you're not
getting
hurting for
paid.
bread, Travis. You'll be all right.
when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, when you just hear Kansas City Chiefs, we think offense. They've been carried by this defense the last few years.
Yeah.
They're a defensive team when we believe they should be an offensive team with Mahomes and Andy Reid. And so that's why the defense, Chris Jones ain't playing up to his level. Still top 10 defense in the league, and he's the best player on that defense. And so offensively, they don't have the guys up front to keep Mahomes protected. His receivers aren't making the critical play. So, okay, now I'm going to go to Kelce. He not making a critical play all the time. He's making it some of the time. But when you have to be perfect, you don't have room for error.
Yeah.
You can't afford that drop. And it happens. It happens in sports. Like, I played in games. I dropped the ball in the playoffs. Oh, that lost a game. Bullshit, that didn't lose a game. That was just the last play of the game for us as an offense. But shit, we still had to go 40, 50 more yards.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't drop the ball. But I dropped that one. And it was like, oh. And so it happens.
If you're Kelce, do you think you're done? Because you're getting older. All of a sudden, your body's doing things it don't normally do. Kelce don't drop that ball like that.
I think Kelce, from a mental perspective, came into this season saying, I'm going to redeem myself from last year and I'm walking off into the sunset. That's what I think. I'm going to just really get in great shape. I'm going to commit myself this year because he does look a lot better than he did last year. And it's just not there for the team. It's there for Kelce.
Yeah.
Like, dropping the ball, bro, everybody's – it's just not there for the team. If I'm Travis Kelce, though, I don't know if I can go out like this from a team perspective. But I'm a different.
But there's no guarantee next year's any better. That's what sucks about
But
football.
when you have Pat Mahomes, you feel like you always have a chance.
True.
You always have a chance.
Yeah. I think the central theme here is, though, they got to rebuild it. You got to rebuild it.
They just got to retool.
Whether it's next year, I think it's.
You know who one guy will turn it around right now?
No.
Tyreek Hill. They go get Tyreek Hill, and that explosiveness and that fear that he was striking the other team's heart on defense. Go get Tyreek Hill and watch how it change.
I think we got to see what Tyreek comes back.
Oh,
and I hate
lost.
to say that too because I think it's gonna be something. But yeah, before we get up out of here, I did just want to go ahead and show you guys a clip of this. We know the chat is huge LeBron haters. 40 years old. I'll let you guys take a look at this right here. This is what LeBron was doing out there tonight against the Spurs. Take a look at this.
Get off.
Cornet, get out.
Damn.
Come on now.
Wemby didn't play and we lost.
Yeah, no, Wemby didn't play and they lost.
132 points.
I do have a $50 super chat too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got to get to the $50 super chat. I told him before we get out of here. R Stone said, Lions fan here. This is why Dan Campbell is a better coach. Sirianni's constantly being stubborn is affecting the morale of his team because of his personal relationship. Why are the 53 being sacrificed because of one, and it isn't the one?
Oh wow! I'll add this
false premise. False premise with Dan Campbell's a better coach. Okay. Everything after that,
you rocking with.
I could rock with.
Okay.
I'll say this much. I can hear the Dan Campbell don't have a Super Bowl, so you can't say that. I understand. He also hadn't been to one.
He ain't been to one.
Yeah, Sirianni's been to two. I will say the way that he handles adversity, I like way more than Nick Sirianni. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that, hey, if it was Dan Campbell in this situation, who'd be calling plays?
Him, easily.
Him. Is Dan Campbell an offensive wizard, genius, mastermind? Nah. He's trying to call plays for his team, and what are they doing? Finding ways to win.
Yeah.
Week in and week out. I don't know. Dan Campbell, Dan Campbell
crazy,
at least stand on business at least.
What's the Lions' record?
They're 9-4 now. Or 9-5.
What's the Eagles' record?
Something 8-4.
It's crazy how they pretty much had the same record and we look at them so differently.
No, they're 8-5.
They pretty much had the same record and we look at them differently.
Lions are 8-5. The Eagles are 8-5.
And it's because so much is expected of the Eagles that if this was Dan Campbell, they got the same record.
And the Eagles beat the Lions.
They smacked them.
And they got similar teams.
Got the same record.
Yeah.
Just expectations of the Eagles are through the roof.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
facts.
Look.
Yo, what a show.
It was a great show, man.
Hell of a show.
Speak MZ. Speak MZ. We had a time, huh?
Tell them about that like button, Karen.
Look, man, you guys need to go ahead and hit that like button before you get up out of here. Hit that subscribe button and that bell button to be notified when we're going live. We don't know who we going to get called out by the time tomorrow gets here. Sean Shane McCoy going to be in the building. He might just fight you, Acho. And I'm going to be the referee. That's what we going to have going on here tomorrow in the Speakeasy. Look. We're going to be back here tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football. You guys know what's happening. We're here Sunday through Thursday. Tomorrow, Thursday Night Football, we got the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're going to go live around 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific. And in the Speakeasy, we do not respect Mountain Time. We don't. I'm never going to say the time.
We don't.
It's just never going to happen.
Why would we?
Why would we?
Some of y'all states don't even respect daylight savings, so y'all expect us to.
I can't even tell what time it is.
It's a waste of
You know
time.
what I mean? It's ridiculous. It really is a waste of time. Exactly. I'm Big Care Bear Kieran for TJ Hushman Zada, Emmanuel Acho, Social Trade, everyone in the back. Make some noise in the back.
Shout out to the back.
We'll see you guys next time right here in the Speakeasy.
Peace.